Dragons lurking, danger near. Not to worry, no fear. Brains not plenty, hearts sincere.
All right. In our last session, we took a peek into Phaeda's journal as she recalled the latest ongoing goings-on among our adventuring party. After I got my fill of sick pleasure from it, we found the group entering the grounds of the Butterskull Ranch. Ranch hands and orcs lie dead along the ground near a burned-down barn and smithy. It was obvious something foul had happened here. Marcus spoke with some escapee barnyard critters and discovered that orcs were still very much a threat and had taken over the farmhouse. He was also inclined to believe that Alphonse, Big Al Calazorn, may still be alive somewhere. The adventurers scoped out the farmhouse. Sudamir and JJ lied in the gardens keeping lookout, or in other words, 8 carrots, while Marcus and Phaeda took a closer look. Phaeda found a cellar with a padlock, which to honor her role and fluff her up a bit, she rolled a nat 20. Isn't that just incredible? Anyway, to wrap everything up a little quicker, Big Al was found bound in the cellar. You guys were able to release him. He escaped with Petunia the cow, and the adventurers eviscerated all orcs present within the farmhouse walls. The group then met back up with Big Al outside the ruins of Conyberry, where they broke bread and spent the evening together, where we learned Marcus actually likes one of the NPCs. The following morning, JJ decided to head back to Phandalin with Big Al, as he admittedly isn't as young as he used to be, and appreciated the assistance of taking the horses and Petunia back to safety on the long trail back to town. And this brings us to the here and now, as the remaining 3 decided to investigate a tale of hidden away treasure within the Shrine of Savras, just to the south of Conyberry. Take it away. What are we doing today?
We're gonna go look for treasure now, right?
Well, we're gonna at least check it out. We want to make sure, we listen to Big Al, and if it's too sketchy, we just head on home and find something else to do for a while.
You know, I have to at least take a little peeky peek to see if I can get any treasure.
That's why it wasn't even an option. We just said we'd go take a look.
I mean, if there's a way, even if it is like heavily dangerous, maybe we can sneak by him somehow without even having to fight anybody.
I like it, and with your new duds, it should be a little easier. So, which way is it?
It's south of Conyberry. I think we're gonna have to do a little bit of searching.
Oh, a little bit of hiking. All right. Well, do we need to do anything before we get going? Everybody ready for...
Feeling well rested and ready to get out of here and try and find some goodies. I'd love to look at some daggers or, possibly get my own shiny armor. Look at this tagged leather I'm wearing. And this guy looks like a fucking prince.
Well, in fairness, he looked like a prince before he put on that armor. I mean, come on.
Touche.
Don't let me forget to ask, what was his name again? Fuck, I forgot his name.
Big Al.
Big Al, yeah. Don't let me forget to ask him about
like
the armor and the guy.
And I want to know why he wasn't naked in his picture. What a missed opportunity, in my opinion.
I was expecting it for sure.
Well, we may be able to get the armor identified without Big Al while we're out and about if we happen across any wizards or
whatnot. All right. Well, let's put this fire out and get on our way.
All right.
All right, Sudamir kicks the fire, putting it out.
Accidentally kicks the halfling. It's you, bitch! What the fuck?
You guys make your way south without a problem. I'm assuming that Phaeda is leading the way, kind of keeping your eyes peeled ahead of you two.
Yep,
Yes,
I'll take up the rear.
All right.
You're going to take it up the rear?
It's the way to do it. All right, and you guys shortly, very shortly, in about 15 minutes, discover the Shrine of Savras.
Didn't need those horses, I guess.
And
Man,
let's
I was
go.
gonna ask if you guys knew any jokes, but I guess we'll do that later. All right.
Now,
So-
as it's coming into view, Fada, what you would see is up ahead, definitely something sticking out as the woods kind of clear out a bit. You see brick and foundation up ahead, and it definitely catches your eye like, okay, that's got to be it. And I need to know from you guys, are you going to kind of follow this clearing right up to it, or would you like to come in from a different side, or does somebody want to head in solo beforehand? It is early in the day.
Are there like tree lines? Is it
No,
like
so
all around it?
she would be able to tell you that it's pretty open. Like once you guys break through the tree line, it's a nice cleared out area standing this old shrine.
Can I look around for local wildlife?
Yeah. Roll perception.
Can you guys give me 10 minutes? I can check in with the critters around here and see if we can get some intel.
Well, before you take the 10 minutes, roll perception, make sure there's some critters around here.
Oh, dang it. Dang it, Bobby.
Can I walk around and assist him with that?
Ooh.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah. Yeah, you have no problem. You see a couple squirrels running around. You see a few blackbirds.
I want to talk to the blackbirds.
All right.
Can I ask why the blackbirds and not the squirrels?
Overhead view. I want to know if there's anything. They're going to have a larger range where
I
they've
just
been
assumed you thought
flying.
birds were smarter than squirrels.
No. Absolutely not. If this was densely wooded, I would have gone with the squirrels because the aerial view wouldn't have been different. It just would have been trees.
All right.
Thank
So
God you're the fucking druid, because I'm not smart enough.
this bird comes and lands in a tree, and he's just kind of eyeballing you guys. It's the one you noticed. Inquisitive look in his eyes.
Good morrow, my good sir.
Oh, hello!
We are new here. We want to have a look around. We want to know if it's safe. Have you seen anything really big and scary around?
You're living here now?
Yes. Is there anything scary around us?
Much scary. Much to be afraid of.
Okay. And we're looking for ogres, right? That's what they said was here? Okay.
Ogres and orcs.
Have you seen any ogres?
I don't eat those.
I wouldn't either. They're foul creatures. Is there anywhere we should stay away from? Anywhere especially dangerous?
He kind of
Especially dangerous. Excuse me.
twists and cranes his neck a bit, like looks at you guys, looks up at the sky a bit, looks back at you guys. Are you hungry?
No. Are you hungry, my fine feathered friend?
I can bring you ogres if you're hungry.
You can bring the ogres here?
Yes, I don't eat them. He cranes his neck again and looks at you guys and looks up at the sky.
Let's not do that. If you were going to fly and find an ogre, how long would it take you to find one?
Just a moment. I can only carry
no,
one.
wait.
I can only carry
Wait.
one.
You can carry it.
How big is this bird?
This bird doesn't know what an ogre is.
Would you like him to bring
No,
you
that
an
was-
ogre?
He can carry it. I think we can handle this
Yes.
little baby
Just
ogre.
say yes.
All right.
Yes.
He flies off.
Get
And,
ready to run.
You guys only wait about 2 minutes, and then he comes flying back from the direction of Butterskull Ranch, and he drops an onion on the ground.
Delightful. I see you're a bird of many layers. bid you good day and stay safe. Thank you. And I'm going to go talk to a squirrel.
Okay.
Wait, what's the onion for?
He thought the onion was an ogre. I asked him if there were ogres around, and he said, would you like me to bring you one? And then he brought me this. So I'm going to go talk to a squirrel and
I thought you were trying to make
that didn't happen. I mean, maybe later. Sudamir, did you hang on to any of those carrots?
Yeah, I got a couple. Dig in my bag and pull one out.
So you see a squirrel's just kind of
I'm gonna grab the
eyeballing you
onion.
while you were talking to the raven.
Hey, squirrel.
Yeah.
Come here.
Okay. And he kind of like comes running up to you, looking around.
All right. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Don't
You're
move
not
your
in
hands
any
too
trouble.
fast.
Oh.
Slow down.
Okay.
What? What do you need? They're watching us. Shh. He looks around.
Who is? You're a squirrel. Everyone's watching you. Yeah, I got it. How would you like to? Would you like some food?
Oh, yes, please. And he like runs over to your shoe
Okay.
and starts like pitter pattering your shoe with his little hands.
Oh,
Okay. And I reach out and I break a ration in half and give him half, and I say, okay.
Oh, thank you.
You eat that.
Mine! And he runs away up the tree with the food in his mouth, puts it in his little hole, and then runs back down. Oh, okay. I don't think they saw us. What can I help you with?
Okay. I will give you the other half of this ration if you can answer some questions that, in a way that makes sense for me.
Yes. Just hurry
Okay.
before they see us.
Yes. Okay. Are
Wait.
there any?
Did you hear that? And he like lifts his ears. He stays real still. He's panting. Okay, we're good. Continue. Sorry.
All right. Come here. Climb up on my shoulder. You can hide from everything, and we can talk.
Oh, nice. And he kind of like scampers up your shoulder and then fluffs up some of your hair out of your ponytail a bit so he could like cover himself. Oh, you're warm.
Okay. So are you. Okay. Do you feel a little more comfortable now for us to talk to you?
Yeah, you
I'll
feel his
protect
heart.
you.
You feel his heart just like beating through his body so fast. And he's
I
like,
know. Life is treacherous for squirrels. I'll try to help. Cool.
Yes.
Is there anything around here
oh, anything. Oh,
bigger than us that's perhaps even scarier?
oh yeah. Absolutely. But the big ones, they usually don't look for me.
Tell me about the big ones.
The big ones. They live over there in the big rocks. The big rocks. And he like kind of like lifts his head and like he's kind of meerkatting and like looking in the direction of where Feta had seen the shrine set up.
Do the big ones live there?
Oh, yes.
Are they bigger than my little friend?
Oh, yes, much bigger. They'll eat her.
Are they bigger than my big friend next to
Oh,
me?
hang on. Okay, it was nothing. Continue.
Are they bigger than my big friend next to me?
Oh, yes, much bigger. They'll eat him.
Okay. When do you see
Oh,
them?
hold on. And he runs down your leg, and then he like takes a little poop on the floor and climbs back up you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And the curse.
Much respect for thank you.
Yes, we don't shit on our friends.
We try not to. Oh, okay. When do you see them most often? Morning, middle, when the sun is really bright, or later in the day, like dark time?
Oh, in the night they hunt.
They hunt in the night.
Yes. You stick to the
Okay.
trees at night, and they don't find you.
Okay. Stay with me here. I need to speak to my friends for a couple minutes.
Oh, yes. And he like just clings tighter to your hair.
Okay. So we're definitely we want to find, some kind of place to take cover. They're definitely, well, as my squirrel friend here says, there's ogres around, they're more active. They hunt at night. So we may be able to have a quick peek around, but this place is definitely dangerous.
More so at night, I guess.
Yeah, I would
time
think
is it
so.
right now?
But he said it was early morning.
Well, we can use that fancy spell you had that made us a lot sneakier.
Take a
Yeah.
See what we can what we can recon.
Ah!
Fuck.
That squirrel
Yes.
just screamed.
No, he's just looking around, tripping out. You're like nothing. He doesn't have anything to tell you.
Okay. I give him the other half of my ration.
Oh, thank you. And he
And-
runs down you and starts scampering up the tree to put it up. Runs back to you.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions?
Are you going? Are you going in the rocks? The big rocks?
We're gonna go look around.
Can you ask him how many he's seen? Well, I don't know if he knows how to count, but
Yeah, I don't. I can ask. Do you know how many?
Many.
Many. Yes, many. But
Where?
how many?
He's like looking around. Where?
He doesn't know. Okay.
If you go in the rocks, wait till night.
Wait, what?
Yes, you're going to the rocks.
Oh,
They leave the
So
rocks
we
at
should
night.
wait until while they're out hunting.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Eid.
Eid?
Eid.
Eid, you may have just saved us all.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Carry on.
And he scampers up the tree. As he goes up the tree, like you see that he goes higher up in the branches and kind of jumps off to another tree. And eventually, as you believe he's pretty much gone, you do hear a few more of his shrieks and shouts as he's continuing on. Like you can hear his little bursts of anxiety and panic.
I can relate to the squirrel.
well, what should we do? We're gonna wait till night. Should we?
I relay all of that so we don't have to.
Okay.
I mean, if the squirrel says wait until nightfall, that thing is afraid of everything. If it says that's the best time, that's got to be the time it's at,
But
I
they
really-
hunt at night. Why would we go look at it at night if they're hunting at night? They could
Because they live there. They're leaving where they live to go hunt, so it'll be empty.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
le-
think they keep foods on them. I think they have to go find their food.
Yeah. they're-
Actually, would I know what their hunting habits would be?
Yeah. You guys know pretty much how orc behavior is. They'll take advantage, especially if they're going to raid and pillage people. Like they'll do it at any time of day, but night they will have the advantage on humans especially. And this is definitely a heavily human populated area along the Tribor. So it's pretty smart on their end that they're most active in doing their hunting and raiding parties at night.
They have night or dark vision.
Half orcs do, so they would.
Yeah, orcs do.
Do ogres?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they do.
all of these nasties.
Peachy. And we can all see at night now, correct? Marcus, I
Yes.
know you can.
Yeah.
And Suma, you
Okay.
got goggles now, correct?
Yep, I got dark vision goggles.
Yes, but they don't see people naked. I remember that, yes.
No, they're not the enhanced version.
Oh, okay.
They put the X in X-ray.
I say 50,000 Bazooka Joe comics for these.
Are we
I'm
wanting
sorry.
to go raid that at night?
I'm not sure, guys.
I mean, I could go take a little look now and just be really sneaky about it.
Well, if we're gonna take a look, I think at night would be the best
I agree. Why don't we fall back to the wood line? We'll observe the shrine throughout the day, see if we see any movement. Let's not just rush into this one. Let's do some scouting, do some observation, and keep hidden until nightfall. We wait for him to go out hunting, and then we quickly sweep through, see if there's anything worth taking, grab it, and run like hell. Does that sound?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Everybody good with that?
We're all in the same boat. Yep.
Yep.
All right. I'm nervous about this one, so let's slow, steady, and get us through this one.
All right.
Well, what all kind of animals can you turn into there? I mean, maybe during the day. Oh, it's night. I was gonna say maybe during the day you could be a spider and crawl through.
Yeah. So if you guys still want to do something during the day, otherwise just let me know and I will tell you guys kind of what you guys witnessed throughout the day.
Do you guys want me to take a quick run through and see if I can?
Does that sound viable to you? I mean,
I can do it. I
don't think they would
turn into a lot.
I don't think they would suspect a spider or even a squirrel or something running through.
Right.
Just say he doesn't pay attention to the squirrels. They don't.
That's true.
So I mean, if you want to do that while we're waiting during the day, you can kind of like look around, see where we should go, and then we'll kind of have our path for when we want to raid at the night.
I would like to ask, do you still have your thorns or your vines spell?
Spike growth?
Yeah,
yes.
Spike growth? You do still have that?
Yes.
Okay, I think that could be a viable option for escape if we need.
Oh, definitely.
Also, do we know anything like confirmed? Any item that would be here? Because I've locate item.
They just said that gold, that they might have hidden a bunch of gold here.
I don't know. I think gold might be too generic.
Could always try it. I'm not really sure how all that magic-y stuff works, but are you able to use that while you're in spider form? I'm guessing no.
Not until like level 17 or
Jesus Christ.
No. If I cast it, it's a concentration spell. As long as I take it first, my concentration isn't broken when I turn into an animal, so...
Right.
So you could do that?
Let me take a look and make sure that's... Locate object. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. Do we... Can I do a history check to know if I'd know anything that would be at this shrine specifically, or?
Yeah. I can actually. You roll me a history check, and I'll tell you a couple interesting things about it.
At advantage for the researcher.
Yeah.
Background.
Go for it.
Roll some fucking one. Bad.
All right. So.
That's terrible.
So when you had heard these tales passed to you guys by Dib, you know that that the shrine dedicated to Savras was a god of divination and fate. You do know that many years ago, the shrine's priest-seers foresaw a barbarian attack on Conyberry, and they had warned the town, in time to give them a means to escape. But not all the townsfolk chose to flee, and those who did went to the shrine and brought much of the town's gold with them. So you know a lot of this as historical fact, and then you also know that there might be a little bit of, lore and storytelling in this. But in general, it is believed that all of what I've just said is the truth. The barbarians eventually tracked the townsfolk to the shrine and besieged it and slaughtered everyone inside. So that's the big mystery, is a lot of people say the barbarians never found anything. And that's why people wonder, where did Conyberry's treasure go?
Now, the big question. Does that give me enough to use locate object to try and find something that would be in the hoard?
Locate object is bound to... Do you have to have known what the object is you're looking for, or...
Describe? So,
or
describe
name an
would
object
be
that is familiar to you.
Familiar.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you know their wealth. They were taking wealth. So, I mean, you could describe whatever you think that wealth might be from them.
Okay.
Gold or goblets or trinkets.
I mean, any... Okay.
Of course, if you say gold, it could be like not necessarily just gold pieces. It could be gold goblets, or you know what I mean?
True.
So,
I mean, gold is gold regardless. I mean,
regardless if it's GP.
Yeah,
or...
But that's the point. If I put locate object and I just say gold, it could be, everywhere, just at different distances within 1,000 feet. I like the idea of a goblet or maybe a golden chain. There's probably not a ton of that around
but
here.
I mean,
How
much gold do you think
is
is within 1,000 feet of you?
True. Unless there's a gold
well,
mine.
But if
Then
you
that
say
could get
gold
confusing,
chain, how many gold chains do you think? You're taking more of a risk on not finding a gold chain. You know what I mean? That's very specific.
So, yeah, but all right.
Any gold
I'm going to try and locate gold.
Okay. Let me look at one little thing. So yeah, as you cast this, can you describe how you cast it? Or what happens to you? What do you see or feel?
So to do this, I'm still very new at it. So I find a quiet place and I sit down and I start to meditate, and I start thinking about piles of gold coins that I've seen. Just stacks of a couple together, almost like poker chips. And I reach out and I try and breathe in. And
as you reach out and you open your fingers, like kind of out towards the front of you, immediately your hand snaps shut and it feels as if you're holding this thread. And as you open your eyes and you look ahead, the thread is heading directly into the shrine.
Okay.
I'm guessing we can't see a thread.
No, it's just. Do I know would I have any idea how far it would be from me? I know it's within 1,000 feet, but does it give me a feeling that it's close? If it's, it would say if it's. Is it underground? Is it lower than I am?
Yeah, you feel as if it's in the heart of the foundation that you guys are scoping out, and that it's above you.
Oh. All right, guys. I felt something akin to a treasure. I think it's above me. I think this only lasts 10 minutes. I'm going to take a quick lap as a squirrel and see if I can find this, and maybe we can just go grab something tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, guys, if I'm not back in an hour...
Do you have the sending stone?
Yeah, we should give him the other sending stone.
Okay. I'll take it with me. But don't... If they've got me, don't come in until nightfall. There's... Just wait for nightfall. Just get yourselves ready. All right. And I change into a squirrel before I lose any more time.
Okay. How much, who's giving the sending stone to Marcus?
I'll hand mine over.
Okay. Can you right click that and send it to player?
Okay.
You can do that?
You want to just stay to remind it for now? Because I think we'll end up giving it back.
True.
Oh, I'll definitely be giving it back. Yeah.
All right. So, let me take you.
I'm gonna
here.
take post up in the trees, trying to get an overview of the temple, kind of hiding within its It's bushes.
So
Weeds.
I'm going to bring you over here, and I have a few things to explain to you before you go
Do we
running
have some
off.
tokens in this scene?
I am going to give you guys temporary viewership of Marcus.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so this right here is not here. So I'm going to move you real quick so you can understand what I'm saying. This is a different instance / room that is part of the main building. It's just I had to put it somewhere else. So that would be kind of like when you guys entered the cellar and all that. It was on the same map, but I just needed somewhere else to kind of stick it. So we weren't loading a bunch of different scenes.
So the building, the shrine's over in here?
Hang on. Let me change you real quick.
Do you have a squirrel token?
I don't, but I'm gonna make him look like this.
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
It's fuzzy.
Oh, the lemming.
Yeah. So help yourself. I'll tell you what you see and anything you want to know.
Okay, first thing I want to know is where that thread is going.
It is heading directly into this mass.
Okay.
So
All
up
right,
ahead, let me see if I have a description for you of what you're immediately seeing right now. So a ruin stands in the middle of a vast field, north of the rocky foothills of the Sword Mountains. An old stone temple with a belfry jutting from its peaked roof is enclosed by stone walls, many sections of which have collapsed. The trail ends that you just came in from at a crumbling gatehouse. So right here on the north end is a crumbling gatehouse. The doors which were sundered long ago. There are 3 of the 4 towers that once stood at the corners of the outer walls that have collapsed. Only the northeast tower remains, and you can see a guard atop of it. So that is... This is the top of this. Make sense?
Got it. Yep, got it.
And this is the only tower standing. The other towers here, all the way in the back, and all the way on the west side, have long since collapsed.
Okay. The first thing I would do is take a full perimeter circle of the entire area.
All right.
Just looking for cracks, looking for intel. Just trying to see what's about. Nice and slow, not in any hurry. Sticking to the taller grasses.
You see an orc just kind of standing here, standing in the rubble of one of the old walls. He's just picking his nose, kind of like looks at you and goes, "Oh, stupid squirrel."
Scamper off away from him and hide in some tall grass and catch my breath and make sure they're not going to come, throw rocks at me or dumb shit like that.
And he's just picking his nose, just looking around.
Great. And these are all orcs, correct? I don't see any ogres at this point.
You see ogres right here.
Oh, shit. Okay. Take a wide berth. Taking my time. I don't want anybody to see me.
Yeah, you're pretty much fine. Any of the orcs that have looked at you, they really don't care about you at all.
Gotcha. Oof.
That ogre you just saw is taking a piss.
It kind of looked like I was going to ask what he was doing. I'm not there.
Going to stay silent, isn't it?
All right. And I will give you a brief description on some of the things you saw.
Okay.
Pretty much all of the open courtyards beyond this old perimeter wall have what you saw, orcs and ogres camped up in these locations, which are kind of divided into 4 quadrants. You notice that the northeast and the northwest sides seem to be where the orcs had their campfires set up in their own groups, while the ogres seemingly had their own camp in the southwest quadrant. The courtyards themselves are absolutely littered with not human bones, but just all manner of bones. Broken weapons, shattered armor from past battles, and you saw a couple of rotted wooden troughs up in the northeast and northwest quadrants as well, where the orcs were, that with some posts that, were probably once used to feed and water and tethered some horses while they were here at the shrine. And other than that, that's really all you got a view of. That central building is definitely the main building, which didn't have any windows or anything special. But that's where what?
That's where the locate object is trying to take me.
Yeah, it's an old stone temple, and you see the belfry up on top, jutting from its roof. Pretty much looks like an ancient church in a sense.
Okay. All right. I think I have enough information, and I want to head back before Wild Shape runs out. And hi.
Okay.
So,
don't you have like an hour per your druid level for how long that lasts?
Yeah, I think I have 2 hours at this point because I think it's half of some level 4, so 2 hours I believe is how that works. But still not something I was wanting to stick around for.
All right.
Okay. I drop Wild Shape. I give them the breakdown, you gave me.
All
where
right.
everything is, where I was looking, where the treasury, or at least a few piles of gold were. And I tell them it's tight. There's a lot of bodies in there. There is a lot to get through before we could get where we needed to.
What if we use some kind of distraction? Like, what if we blow some shit up near the temple, and then I can run in to the building?
So,
You're saying during the day or like at night?
Like at night.
but I didn't get into the
Fireworks,
building.
perhaps.
I don't know how many more are in the building, but there are a literal shit ton of them everywhere.
But if you have your little fireworks stick, you could just pew, 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 a bunch of fireworks, wild shape into a squirrel again, run away, and Sudamir and I just come in the back door. We'll watch to see if they run out. And if they run out, then Sudamir, I'm saying it weird again, Sudamir and I think I'm drunk, can run into the courtyard. Well, not run, but sneak into the courtyard.
Okay.
I feel like orcs and ogres would like big, shiny lights.
Okay.
I also
You just don't want to attract the ones that went out on the hunting party back, so we would have to give them some time to get away.
So we're only worrying about whoever's left. Okay. If you want to make this plan work, I can tell you how I can help. I will first and foremost say I don't know that there's anything in there that's worth this risk at this point. We have other stuff to do. But
there's gold.
I understand. But you understand, you have to remember we have to be around to spend it.
And as he's talking to me, I look down at the ground and I see this stone sitting there, and I can kind of see some letters sketched onto the stone, and it, from what I can make out from it, it says TPK. I don't know what it means though.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Did you guys want to wait for sundown and kind of see
observe?
what happens.
I think we should at least like see how many of them take off from, because if there's like nobody left in there, I mean, we could at least like kind of sneak and see if there's anybody even inside still.
Okay, I can do the distraction if that's what you guys want me to do. I will.
I think we should find out if there's anybody inside first, and then maybe we can think about laying a trap for him.
Yeah, just so you guys know what's going to happen. If you give me the signal, I'm going to cast spike growth, and then I'm going to use the wand to pop off a couple, and then I'm going to B-shape and run like hell and at least damage them when they run through the spike growth. But I'm going to be gone, and we're going to have to, rejoin each other later. This is a definite split.
Did you see how many entrances there were to the temple?
There are dozens of them. There's just rotted openings. There's no windows. You're gonna have to find a door and get inside fast or quiet. I don't know. Guys, I don't.
You said there's dozens of entrances?
There's holes in the walls everywhere. The place has been smashed.
Oh.
It's like an open courtyard. You're going to have to walk through open sentries, firelight. These things have dark vision. I got to tell you guys, I'm not even sure I want to stick around till nightfall. This feels...
Like I said, if they all go out and there's nothing there, then I don't see the harm in looking around. We don't have to engage anything, and we could always run.
I just hope they can't run faster than us.
Could at least scope it out. Just hang out here. I'll hang up in a tree if you guys want to kind of stay back. And
I'll be ready. And I draw a quick map in the sand to show Feta exactly where I felt the locate object drawing me.
Okay. Well, let's just hang out at night, see where they go, and then we can decide whether we want to distract or sneak, or if we want to just call it off.
Okay.
Sounds like a idea.
Sounds like an idea. And hey, we definitely only think about going in from the north. That's where the orcs are. We do okay with orcs. I saw those ogres. Please don't go near those things.
Got it. Enter from the north. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Then we will hang out till night and see what happens. And with that, let's take a quick potty break. Because I gotta tinkle.
It's mine.
Alright, I'll be right back.
And you leave and the DM kills us because he didn't call the break. Great.
He told me to call the break.
I'll watch their corpses.
He told me to do it. I'm practicing DMing, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back.
You're doing great.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. No? Okay.
Ogres, I saw 6 minimum.
Seen 6 ogres?
Minimum.
I saw 3.
I
might have double counted them. I'm sorry. Dude, I was panicked. I was like, oh shit.
The northeast and the northwest courtyards were the orcs, and then the southwest was the ogres.
Yeah, that was a 1 peeing and 2 by a fire.
Okay, so we have three ogres, correct? That we know of.
Correct. Marcus would relate to you guys that he saw 3 ogres.
Okay. I was about to say, well, I guess there's 6 ogres. I mean,
this would have counted as a short rest, right? I want to get my wild shape back.
Yep.
What do you guys think about doing west? Because I think we can still. He said if they're in kind of the southwest, if we hang out west, we can still kind of see the ogres, and possibly see north where they're leaving as well.
Yeah, I like that.
Like that? Okay. So we can hang out west, see how many leave, maybe see if there's some still in the building. If there aren't, then we can pull the distraction maneuver and Sudamare and I can go in and see if we can get anything. But if there are still a shit ton in there, then we bolt, and if we get caught, we'll do a spike growth run kind of thing.
All right.
Sound like a plan?
I like it.
Alright, so we'll camp out west then.
All right. How close are you guys going to be?
I can
I would say pretty far, but close enough that we could like
probably
make
get
out
a tree
ogres.
closer stealthily as well.
All right. Then
So-
let's go to the scene.
This would be I wouldn't be this close. I'd be like
Right.
way
You guys
further
are
back.
nowhere near here. I just want to know if
Okay,
anybody gets
gotcha.
closer.
Okay, yeah. I would just be close enough that I could make out the difference between an ogre and an orc.
Would there be any trees or rubble or anything I could possibly hide in that's a little bit closer, or no?
Yeah, there's a couple trees about I'd say a dozen or so yards out with some bushes clumped up if you wanted to kind of try to get up a little closer. They're close enough where you guys are now, you hear how loud many of these orcs are. Even though they're like kind of in each other's faces and stuff, they're just so loud when they're talking to each other that it's like echoing through this big open field and bouncing off the walls here.
Yeah, I would like to roll stealth and see if I can get a little bit closer, and maybe either like in a bush or up in a tree, just a little closer, but not crazy close.
All right, go ahead. And you also will have, the cover of night. Even though they have dark vision, it will be a little harder for them to pick up on you anyway.
God, I thought you rolled that natural one.
All right, yeah, you have no problem getting up to the tree in the bushes that's the closest to them here on the west side. Are you going to just kind of stay down there, or did you want to climb up in it?
I want to kind of get up in the tree and get more of an aerial view.
Okay, well, this tree's not difficult to climb, so you don't have to worry about rolling or anything. Cool. And as you're up there, I'm going to put you kind of like right here. It's the closest over here to this group of orcs. And you hear them having conversation, not in any language you can comprehend.
Peachy.
But as one of the ogres comes up, he starts hollering about something. And this kind of rowdies quite a few of the orcs all around the camp. And they all make their way over. Well, not all of them, but a couple of them. And an orc that you hadn't seen comes out from one of the collapsed towers. And you just hear them all kind of yelling at each other. Rebel, 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 rebel. But you pretty much hear the orc in the front say, "No, you go out." And he's saying this in common. "You go out. You not stay here and be lazy no more." And the ogre says, "Oh, man." Did that work?
Yeah, it sounded really good.
Okay,
That was
so
really good.
then you hear them, some of the other orcs walk up and they add to it and they're like, "We heard Butterskull Ranch taken over by other orc. We go and we take from them." And then they all kind of jump up and just start shouting and waving their battle axes above their heads. Yeah, lots of food. Ranch has lots of food. And that's kind of what you're picking up on. It sounds like they're making plans to head to the Butterskull Ranch tonight. And with that, you see the ogre go back, and it looks like he's kind of having the other ogres come over, and they're all at conversation. And it looks like all the orcs start kind of getting ready. You see them all grabbing grabbing sacks full of things and collecting their gear and getting ready to set off. And are you guys just going to kind of keep waiting to see what all ends up happening with them throughout the next hour or so?
Yeah, I think we're waiting until they all leave. We want to make sure that all three of the...
So, you guys see pretty much every orc leave.
All the ogres too?
And the ogres. Yeah, that's it. You see pretty much all of them head right out to the north. They just leave through the open, breached wall to the north and just head off towards the trail that you guys were on earlier.
Thank God we didn't stay there.
Start approaching the beta, throwing my night vision goggles on.
And I'll hop down from the tree, and as I land, I do a little somersault.
Okay.
Make a superhero landing.
All right.
All right. Perhaps we should still. You want to still sneak in, see if we hear anything? Any leftover?
I want to cast that sneaky spell that you have. That thing seemed to help us out.
Yeah. Pass without trace.
All right.
What are we doing? We going in? Am I staying out here? What?
I think we need you to try and.
Well, we have to stay near him for pass without trace.
Right. But okay. All right.
Just try and see if you can determine if there's someone in the building.
His ears are.
If there's someone, we can hear anyone or see anybody. Maybe we can try and lure them out, or just take them out stealthily.
All right. So let's kind of get. Let's
Try
get
not to
sneaky.
waste time, though.
All right. Let's.
Not sturdy. Lucky.
Nice.
Oh,
20.
come on.
Yeah, she says, let's go, let's get sneaky, and then you go to say something to her, and she's not even there. You're like, where the fuck did she go?
Fuck did she go? That was so goddamn sneaky, you can't even see me. At 29, that's like not even fair.
Christ.
I'm sorry. What?
33? What the fuck do you have? Why do you have more than me?
What? Because you have 39, actually, Fada.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have 39. Pass without trace.
Right. Okay.
Because it does it for me. I just wanted to.
Yeah, you just wanted to be a dick.
Yep.
I was
39.
like, plus
You just
10. What the fuck?
39.
Right.
You just disappear from the narrative.
Right. I'd say we're probably pretty good.
All right, yeah, you guys can move along. Pretty untraceable. Again, taking use of the night's shadows.
So fucking scared right now.
Do we see any doors or?
Yeah. Where's
No,
our
you don't.
entry
You just
point
see.
for this?
You know, the entry that you saw is to the north of the building.
Only entry.
All right.
Yep. There's no windows. It's an old stone building. Roll perception checks.
Yeah.
All three of them.
Yeah, I was just
It looked like it was gonna be an 18.
Ooh.
It was.
How'd you notice?
All right. So,
It's
Beta.
dark out here.
I will say all of you don't freak out because you all have passed your stealth. You guys see this guy come walking back.
Oh, fuck.
And he just kind of starts walking back.
They don't know I stay home.
What the fuck? Oh, why do I want to sneak attack his ass? That's a bad idea. Okay. Sorry, I just saw
motion
flashes of
towards
red.
Marcus, like forward.
All right.
Thank God for pass without a trace.
Well,
Yeah, he was completely oblivious that you guys were just kind of in the shadows of the building right there.
And
Can we take a listen at these doors here to see?
yeah.
Yep.
Hear anything? Not my best.
No, you guys don't hear a thing. It's really quiet.
What's this building here?
So you guys should actually be able to see into that. So let me fix that real quick.
Is it because it's missing walls?
Well, not only that, but these are not site restricted. Update. That's just a iron portcullis, like the only thing that still remains. And what you see is the old the second door up there has been long since splintered and like torn away.
Are there any holes or anything along this rotted wall that we can peer into the building from?
Nope.
Oh,
All right, then.
The only part of this whole area that is still nice and intact.
I'll kind of motion to myself and point to the door, indicating if they want me to go ahead and check it. Ooh, don't know what you're doing, but okay.
There's 2 doors here. I was checking the one closest to me for traps.
Yeah, there's no trap. It's absolutely
Is it
chill.
Is it
it's
open?
A chill door. Yep, it's unlocked.
all right?
Okay. I'm gonna grab the door handle and slightly poke it open to see if I can see anything inside.
Yeah, so as you open the door, you see what looks to be rows of crumbling pillars supporting a 40-foot high vaulted ceiling of this hall. Humanoid bones littering the dusty floor. And a 10-foot square hole in the ceiling just to the south of the room. Right here.
Ceiling?
Leading to the belfry.
Okay.
Like the bell of the temple?
Yep.
The bell tower. All right, we got to Quasimodo this because the treasure was definitely above us. Maybe I don't
I have a
know.
pole.
is there some kind of balcony or something in here?
Should we get inside and close this door so we're not standing in the light?
Can we do a perception check of this area?
Yeah.
For a what?
I
Marcus
myself
got,
in
yeah, you got a lot of dust in your eye too.
He's just.
Shut
What is happening?
Marcus walked
Holy
right through the
shit.
cobweb that was hanging there.
Oh god! I'm doing that crazy dance like you're trying to get it off you, like it's Shelob from Lord of the Rings, but it's a fucking house spider.
Yeah. So what are you trying to perceive on there, Feta?
I want to see if like there's any traps or maybe definitely traps. What else was I looking for? If there's like a balcony or possibly like something that could lead up to the bell itself.
Yeah. So go ahead and walk over towards the bell, like the hole up in the ceiling. So what you see is up above you. There's no rope hanging down from the bell, but to your eyes, it appears that the bell is made of untarnished copper. It looks as if any way to get up there has long since crumbled and faded away. You do feel that it can be reached from the outside by climbing the walls, possibly, or if you could come up with something else.
How tall is it?
It is 40 foot high to the vaulted ceiling.
Can I throw my grapple up to the roof?
Yeah.
From here. All right. I mean, can I give that a shot?
So what you see up there, Feta, is that if you guys would be able to kind of like get up on that ledge. So if you walk your character under that, like under here, you guys could get up on this little bit of a ledge up there. It's got enough room, like about half a foot of a ledge up there.
How high's the ledge?
40 feet to get up there. So you could attempt to throw your grappling hook. How long's your rope?
50 foot.
Okay. So I will warn you of two things.
Okay.
One,
The bell.
if you hit the bell, the bell will make a noise. And two, it will also be an athletics check to see if you can hit that because throwing 40 feet up and that half-foot ledge, trying to grab that, because there's nothing else you could really rope on unless you wanted to rope the bell itself.
You guys want me to give that a shot, or you guys want the options?
But Feta, you do see there's small windows on the outside of the, like, up next to the bell. So if you were on the outside of the building, it might be easier, essentially.
To throw my grapple to that?
Check outside to see if we can get up. Did we want to look around in here and finish scoping this building, or are we kind of time crunched?
I don't want to be here long. Why don't we just check the doors, make sure we don't hear anything, and take a shot at it?
At the grappling hook or the walls outside?
At the grappling hook.
Okay.
That thing, if that bell rings, there's no discussion. We're gone.
Oh, definitely.
It's only one ogre. Kill it.
No, but they'll hear it from Butterskull Ranch.
This is true. All right. Did you guys want to check out the building or go right outside and get up?
I think he wants to check the doors and then try the grappling hook.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can, see under a door, cracks, listen for anything, just...
Yeah, both of you, it's dead quiet.
I want to crack this door.
Okay.
Take a peeky.
Yeah, same for you, Sudamir. You don't hear a thing.
Okay.
What do I see in here?
You see that there are 6 stone pillars that brace the vaulted ceiling of this part of the temple, the floor of which is buried under a thick layer of dust, and also covered in dust are 4 humanoid skeletons in tattered priestly vestments lying near a stone altar situated in an alcove under 4 narrow slits in the wall. Carved into the front of that altar is a humanoid eye.
Oh, that sounds suspicious.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Altars and eyes. I'm just gonna...
All right.
That sounds
go ahead and try and throw that.
Right.
Did you check this door?
I
didn't open it. I listened at it.
I'll open it. I just slid it. What do we got?
What are we seeing? Looks like nothing.
It just looks like, looks like nothing. Looks like where the priest-seers possibly slept with nothing left but destroyed, broken down furnishings.
Okay.
Same for over there. Looks like it was once an area that had contained 6 beds, but now nothing's left but some mold on the bare bones parts of the frames. If you want to roll me a perception check though inside that room though.
Oh my god.
Beta, something catches your eye. You see what looks to be a single slip of paper near the bed frame over here on the ground that just kind of stands out. Like, out of everything in this dusty room, there's a solitary piece of paper on the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna go pick up the paper.
Check it for traps.
Right. But I mean, I got a 20. I feel like you would have told me, right? Maybe.
The paper kills
ignites. Yeah.
I'm rolling again because Marcus told me to.
That slip of paper that you picked up is a message from the Whiskered Gang, requesting that Zelene Varnister seeks the others to return to the Mountain Toe gold mine.
Good.
And what you also notice is that there appears to be rat furs kind of around the room and some little human-sized rat tracks that have kind of been left impressions in the dust.
Are these fucking orcs and ogres teaming up with the word rats?
fucking maybe. What the hell is this? Oh, man.
This just all seems terrible.
Yep.
Man, I kind of. I'm gonna use my divine sense, like on this door,
Okay.
sense if there's any evil. On
On the altar?
Yeah, like into this altar room.
If there's any people in the altar room?
No, just the sense if there's any evil
About it?
or yeah.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I want to go back to the front door and peek outside and make sure nothing's sneaking up on us.
Sudamir, something about the altar pulls you to it.
Pulls me to it.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel evil. Feels quite the opposite.
Because divine sense would tell me if it's good also.
Yeah, it feels good. Something about that altar's calling to you.
Something. Check out this altar.
I'm gonna watch your back.
Approach the altar and I kind of put my hand over it.
You feel that your hand wants to get closer.
I'm gonna take a few steps back. And I'll just look at him and
Can I
give
do
him
a
a thumbs up.
Can I check out the altar to see if there's any traps or
Yeah.
thing going on with it?
Perception check.
All the dice look cocked on my screen.
Yeah,
I
looking
never know which one
around,
it is.
what you do notice is you kind of take a knee and look under it, and you realize that it's on stone rollers, and that it appears that you could push on it and it would have an effect.
Okay.
What effect?
I kind of push on the altar.
As soon as your hand touches that altar, you are whisked away out of your body, and you fly up through the roof of the building. Looking down below, you still see Sudamir, who is you, but not you at the same time. And then as you kind of look around and take in what's going on, you feel the cool wind of the night as you're heading higher and higher and actually reaching just below the cloud coverage. And you feel the moisture on the air, the moisture on your skin as you're almost connecting with these clouds. And then suddenly it feels as if you're being blown against the wind, and you're being pulled farther south as you see the mountains coming into view. You get closer and closer to the Sword Mountains, and you just kind of go with it. You're realizing this isn't actually you. It's almost as if you're experiencing all of this from an ephemeral state, but at the same time you're still getting all of these physical sensations. And as you get closer to the Sword Mountains, now far away from the Shrine of Savras, you go to one of the highest peaks. As you get closer, your body just kind of pushes through the stone, and all you see is black. But you can tell that you're still moving through the mountain itself, where suddenly everything starts changing, and you're starting to feel the cold of the mountains, the cold of the air, the cold of winter. And then suddenly you're fully released from the stone, and you're in a cavern. And you look around, and it takes you a minute to realize, exactly where you are, but it hits you as you reconnect with the dream that you had before. And you feel the presence of Cryovane, that this is his lair that you've found yourself in. And as you kind of scan the room now with your pulse quickening, that you can only imagine is still the beating of your heart back at where you've left your body behind. Scanning the darkness, you actually lock eyes with something. And that's when you do see that the dragon is slowly walking towards you. And half of you's not knowing if he can actually see you or not, until he clearly is locking eyes with you. And you hear him say,
I see you, Paladin.
And you snap back to your body.
Dude, I got chills.
Oh, God.
Sunri, are you okay? What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. It was as soon as I touched this altar, I seen Cryovane in his lair, Sword Coast. I don't know how, but he seen me.
What the fuck?
It's terrifying.
Why would you see Cryovane?
I'm still trying to make sense of it all. Just putting together the puzzles as I go, I guess.
Sudamir, you realize you had been trying to move the altar at first, so as you've kind of snapped back to it, you see the altar has kind of been pushed away from you about 2 feet.
What's on it? What was
So you kind of regain your senses and look under the altar, and there's a gap in the floor, and you see that there's a wooden coffer tucked inside, a 1-foot square cavity.
Oh. Down and I was originally doing this. Altar moved. Reach in and I grab the coffer and I open it up.
And when you open it, you see 57 gold pieces and a mystery key.
A mystery key.
Oh man. I sense more treasure.
Mystery. Interesting. You guys find any locked?
I haven't found anything in here. Maybe there's a chest upstairs that needs to be unlocked.
Right, well, get out of here.
Yeah, perhaps we should before something else fucking weird happens.
Did you want to touch the altar too?
No. Yes.
Nope. You did?
No.
Okay.
It's good for him, and might not be good for me. I'm not very divine.
So, about 5 minutes ago, before Sudamir had his little transcendental experience, I did pop my head out the door with a 19, looking around to make sure we weren't getting snuck up on.
Oh yeah, there's nothing happening out here.
All right,
it's a quiet night.
Do we want to try
fires crackling?
Do we want to try and make this athletics check and head on up?
I'd say we've gotten this far. Let's get that grappling hook, see if we can get
found this
anything
key, by the way. I don't know what it's to, but keep an eye out.
Key is always a good thing, in my opinion.
Always. Oh.
All right, let's head out and see if we can find a place to grapple up.
Hold on. Wait. Stand by. I was just looking. I might have a form that can jump that high. Give me a second to check.
Or can climb that high?
I was getting there.
What did you just say?
Yes, because I can do giant spider. All right, you guys want me to climb up there with the grappling hook, and then I can just drop the rope down?
That
quieter,
works, yeah. And
less conspicuous.
All right, I haven't done this one before, so DM.
Yeah.
If I turn myself into a giant spider, this is a large beast. I ran into a little problem with spike growth because I didn't understand the magnitude of my space.
You're not. You're wondering how big you are.
Yeah, I want to make sure.
You're
I know how big he is.
You're like bear. A large creature is like bear size, between like direwolf and bear, so it's not too big. It's not crazy.
So I can move around in here.
Oh yeah, you'd be fine.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to
Marcus's spider legs are sticking out the door. He can't move, and he's like,
that sounds like
he's saying, "Kill me."
So you're just gonna try and crawl up from in here, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right up the
right
post.
up to the bell. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Let me spider you.
Can I ride him up?
Can you ride him up?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Just hold on tight.
Sweet. I want to do it.
No. DM, remember, we talked about this earlier. She would have to train for the
that's
the
for
animal
combat
riding
and stuff on riding. If she just wants to ride you passively,
right? So does that count towards her mastery of mounted?
To
companion?
get more experienced,
right? So it's
she'd have
easier
to do
when
a
we are in
lot of
combat.
riding.
Well,
So Sister Girl might have to take a back burner.
Wow.
I've been thinking it this whole time.
I said ride companion. I was like, they're gonna run with that. All right.
Sister Gorell's like all pissy when you get back. She's like, I heard you just like let anyone take a ride.
Yeah, I'm tired of your bitches getting mad at me for making sly comments.
Maybe make fewer sly comments.
No.
I need to get you your spider.
Physically can't. It's a trait in my character sheet.
Oh wait.
Nice.
Yeah. Giant spider. Updated. Now you.
Don't worry, we'll still lower the grapple hook for you. I just wanted to ride the spider up.
I'll give
and
you
just,
eyes.
Catch me if I fall. Shouldn't be too hard to catch me, yeah?
I'll be down.
Wee!
Sorry. Actually, what I was thinking, Sudamir, is can you stay here and watch the doors and listen for anything and make sure we don't get snuck up on?
Stay inside, you mean?
Yeah, we're going to go up, but instead of having you come up, we'll just go look around, find whatever we can, and then we can get out of here, because I'm...
And if we can't carry him, I'll drop it back down to him.
Well, here, take the key with you then, Feda.
Take the what?
The key.
The key.
I have the key.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the key.
Alright. Yeah, I'll
all right, we'll be... I would have done all that before I changed so they could have understood me.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
All right.
All right. So
and I just kind of leapfrog onto his back.
All right.
Well, actually, I'm gonna wait until you guys are safe.
Good call.
Good, good plan. Yep.
You might have to catch a spider or a halfling.
I don't
I
know.
only weigh like 40 pounds.
Yeah, and I'm not... I got
He
spider
can land on his
climb.
feet, but yeah, I only weigh like 40 pounds. You got it.
Yeah, you guys have no problem just skittering on up one of these tall columns, all the way up 40 feet up. Feda, it's a little nerve-wracking for you because you've never clung to a spider druid.
Not my favorite either, I will mention.
40 feet up onto a vaulted ceiling.
Much rather a bear.
Kind of hairy.
As you get up there,
gross.
It's tarantula.
Both of you perception check.
Okay.
Yes.
As a giant spider, I love it.
He's got 8 eyes, so that should be advantage, I think.
And dark and blind sight.
Yeah, go ahead and roll again there, Marcus.
Yes.
Just because you said he's got 8 eyes, I'm imagining all 8 eyes just looking at this.
Just flicking around.
There we go. There we go.
So what you both notice is that this copper bell, Feda, you of all people, you know this isn't copper now that you're up close, because copper doesn't shine like gold.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Fuck.
This bell, which is 3 foot wide and probably about 50 pounds, is made of solid gold.
Oh.
Fuck.
And both of you see that you could detach this bell from that beam.
Would his spider form be strong enough to like lower a web down with it?
Yeah,
I've got a web.
Good thinking.
Wow.
It's only 50 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I use my web to create a small, almost like a rope.
Net below too, just in case it falls. Like make a net below with your webs, and then.
Oh, I was just gonna stick it to one end and basically just lower it down.
I imagine Feda's sitting on top of the
rope.
spider and slapping its like big furry spider butt and saying, "Ooh, make a web below there. Make a web. Let's knock this bell down."
Yeah, because I keep forgetting we can't fucking talk to him. I'm tired of not having speaking to animals.
Okay. So this is since I go up and I web the bell all the way up and I stick it to myself like an egg sack.
Okay. Like mama.
Right
You're
on my
doing a
spider ass.
mama spider to the bell.
Yep.
That works. That'll
I'm
work.
just gonna web it up, stick it to my ass, have Feta stick around. I'm gonna crawl back down, and everybody is now ready to get the lift. We're ready to go, right?
Well, did we find where that?
Is there
key
anything else up there, or is it just the bell?
Oh yeah, before we.
That is all you guys saw. It's just the bell up there on that little narrow ledge. Like,
Fuck.
Maybe there's something in that tower outside.
Hey guys. I kind of.
remember, Marcus, all they're
Don't make me
hearing if
drop
you're
spider
saying
form.
words is just.
I shoot a web at each of them, and I start pointing with my lead leg at the door. It's going to be that one right there.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pointing at the door and making furious clicking sounds at them.
Which door? This one?
No, the get the fuck out of here door.
Oh, so then you'd point your little leg that way.
Yeah.
How did I get back down? Did you come back up and get me, or am I still up in the bell tower?
Oh, you could have just stayed on my back. I just stuck the bell to
I
my
can do
ass
both?
with
Yeah.
webs.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll hop
You
on.
were on the abdomen, that went on the thorax.
Fuck. Well, Sudamir, do we want to get out, or do you want to check out the tower real quick? I can't imagine.
We have
there's anything
50
out.
pounds of gold.
No,
I mean, click, click, click.
Sudamir and Feta, what would you guys like to do?
Well, if you guys didn't find anything, I mean,
Well, you would see big spiders standing there with a bell stuck to it.
yeah. I would
Perhaps
have
we
hoped.
should get out, because while we're carrying that, he's not gonna be able to fight. He's not gonna be able to do anything.
Well, maybe we can find a use for the skis.
Maybe we
Something
can.
else.
Can we look at the key and like see if it says anything on it, or kind of perceive from it, or a pattern maybe?
You would have to identify this key.
If I web both of them up, could I carry all of them out of here?
So what I'm saying is this key looks mystical. It doesn't look like it's going to go unlock something that you need to unlock here.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a for later kind of.
Okay. All right.
I wonder if it has to do with that altar, maybe.
Well, I'm interested in this damn tower, but I don't want to get too greedy. So, that key is for a 4 later thing. I'm down to go.
Ah! I seen it. I closed the door.
So since you went, you would just hear, and then you would just hear a loud knock at the door.
A knock? He doesn't say anything?
Another knock at the door.
Anybody home?
I just
Marcus,
raised my
come
finger
answer the door.
to my lips with a shush sign and back away.
He opens the door.
Why are you hiding?
You see us or something?
No,
He's-
shut up.
He saw Veda.
No, he didn't. The door was closed and I ran into a corner.
You closed it after you guys looked at each other.
I didn't close it. Somebody else closed it.
You said, "Oh, it saw me," and you closed the door and ran.
I said I saw it.
You saw it.
Hello?
He slowly sticks his head through the door and looks
Hey,
looks at
buddy.
you guys, and then pulls his head back out.
Hi.
We don't
What's your
mean any harm.
Oh, you want to know my name?
Yeah. What's your name?
Butt fruit.
Butt fruit?
Yep.
How did you get that name?
I was real strong.
You still
that
look
what
pretty
they told
strong to
you?
me.
What you guys do here?
Well, we kind of got a little lost, and we ended up here, hoping for a safe place to stay.
Oh, well, you safe here. You could stay.
What are you doing here?
Oh,
He like looks around, kind of a little like you caught him. You can tell he's he's definitely a little caught off guard here.
well, I had tummy ache. I stayed home.
Oh, you have friends? Where'd they go?
They went big fight.
Big fight.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
not
Far
feeling
away.
too good?
Oh no. See, me sick in my stomach.
Wow.
Yeah, you look pretty sick. You should definitely take a rest. That's rough.
Hey,
Oh,
do you have a
yeah.
bed around here? Maybe we can go lay down.
Oh, yeah, you guys find beds inside?
Oh yeah, there's some beds in there, but I don't know. Maybe you need to lay down. Do you have a bed for yourself?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to bed. Did you guys need anything?
No, but if you're hungry, I have a piece of jerky that you could have. I think it could help with your tummy ache.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Pull out my last piece of jerky and I try not to shake as I am holding this piece of jerky out to him to take.
He puts out his thumb and his index finger and just delicately takes it from you, and then sticks it on his tongue and just swallows it in one bite.
Oh,
pretty
that's
good.
good.
Yeah, it could help with your tummy aches.
Well, thank you, little goblin.
Yeah, of course. Maybe
How
you
long
should
have
get
you-
some rest.
Well, how long have your party been here? Butt fruit.
About 5 sun up and down.
Huh. You guys travel often?
We leave home up in mountain.
Why'd you leave home?
He like looks around again.
Big dragon. Real mean.
Oh yeah. That thing's really nasty. He kills anything in his way.
Yep.
Seems like he's making quite a bit of enemies.
Yes. Well,
Is there,
we came down here. Now we fight with goblin. So I'm pretty happy that you goblins not want to fight me.
oh, you,
Oh, there's
yeah, we're goblins
too
for
much
sure.
war going on. We just needed a respite from all of the fighting.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need respite too.
You do. You look like you could use a nap.
Yeah, everyone needs a vacation every once in a while.
Well, it was nice meeting friendly goblin.
Nice to meet you
meeting
too,
a friendly
Clever.
ogre too.
Oh, well, I'm going to sleep because I'm
Hey.
sick.
How long is it gonna be before your friends are back?
Oh, well, I think they're gonna kill all other orc, and then we moving.
Oh, you guys are gonna stay over there at?
Yeah, they say lots of food there.
Oh. So it's not gonna. You guys, we probably won't see any of your friends for some time then.
No, after I'm not sick anymore, I catch up.
Oh, so you're gonna leave too?
Yep.
Okay.
Has there been any talk of retaliation against the dragon?
Oh no, nobody fight dragon.
One day that's gonna have to change.
No, if me were more sophisticated, I would say something along the lines of orc too busy fighting orc and goblin to come together and make peaceful pact to push forward and fight dragon, claiming our home once again. But I'm not smart enough to say that, so I go night-night now. Good meeting friendly goblins and weird spider with bell on butt.
Night night, but for
Well, sounds like we're
All right.
actually pretty safe.
Yep.
I just wipe the sweat from my brow and the tear from my eye and say, "Can we get out of here?"
Well,
Thank you.
are you sure you don't want to finish checking out? I mean, he just kind of gave us confirmation that we're pretty safe to really check out everything.
I imagine
Sudamir.
Sumir's probably.
I love
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
Sudamir almost said, "We're not goblins."
I was like,
Oh my
I cut him
God.
up. I was like, "Shut up!
I was gonna bite him.
Shut up!"
I heard
We're
his thought
goblins.
process kick in, like,
I know.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna keep talking. Try and don't
Well,
say
you
that,
see,
please.
Sudamir has an intelligence of 8, so
Oh.
What is mine?
Oh no.
Oh, mine's 12. It's a little better. Because he called me goblin, and I was just like, accepted the information exactly as he said it. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
"Yup."
wondered if you were going to be feisty with him, like, why are you calling me goblin? You know, like some beta
I
sass.
felt it, and I thought it, and I was like, this mother, and then I was like, no.
He can call me whatever he wants.
I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna accept it because I don't want to die. Anyway,
well,
I
like
walk
said,
over and pick up Fada and put her back on my back.
do I just accept this information?
That's up to you.
It's up to you.
You can test it. I'll put you back down. I mean,
I don't
but
like I said.
I thought-
if they're not going to be coming back, that's the only thing we were really worried about.
You just
Well, look
can
around
assume
for
he's
the
in the
rest
mama
of it.
spider mode. He just, like, he's got the bell stuck to him, so he's just he's picking you up and sticking you to him.
I think it's safe to look around a little bit. Could be more treasure.
Never know. Did we even do a perception check on this room here?
Yes.
Yep.
yes.
Okay.
This whole building,
want-
I believe we cleared. He's so frustrated. He can't
I
help.
throw Fada on my back and I climb up the tower.
And I just kind of do a little rodeo thing as I'm writing.
Oh, the
'Cause
tower
again,
back this way?
Yeah, again, it's just faster to give her what she wants.
Okay. Hang on. This cannot be opened.
Oh,
It's just old and heavy and can't actually be lifted. But I mean, you could easily walk around.
okay.
Spider-Man. Yeah, you and Fada would have no problem.
Were you gonna have that ogre attack us until I saw it?
Nope, he's just been walking the perimeter and stuff. I was kind of like wondering if you guys would walk into each other at the same time or not. He was about to turn back around and head back over to where he came from, but you happened to open the door right as I was having him walk his round.
I said, "Oh fuck!"
I didn't see him.
Yeah, you guys would have no problem getting to the top of the tower where you see the ladder that goes up to the tower below it. And yeah, would you like to know what's at the top of the tower?
Yes,
Nothing.
I figured you were gonna say that. I could tell by the way you're like, "Would you like to know?" Nothing. All right.
I cross my front two legs and I look at both of them sarcastically.
Is there nothing in this building here?
No, just the shattered remains of the front gate and that really heavy portcullis.
And these are all just walls, right? These black.
Yep, all the black is just actual thick wall that still stands.
Okay. Doesn't really look like there's anything else here.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I just don't like to leave places unexplored if we're here.
Got it.
I like to see everything.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'll
understand, but
reconfirm
we
for you
have to-
guys. There is nothing left. You guys pretty much saw everything there is to see and have definitely explored all. You guys got lucky with both of the goodies here. Like that's
Nice.
those were the goodies. The bell and what you found with the altar.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
I
if
was
it
wondering if
wasting
you guys
time.
were going to go back to the altar, so I was really surprised when Sudamir used detect good or evil.
I was curious. I mean, it
That's
sounded interesting, and I was like, okay, if there's no malicious intent, I'm gonna go check.
I forget
Yeah,
you have
and
that
then
divine
okay.
sense thing because any altruistic things seem Like, I just shouldn't be fucking with him. Religious shit. So I need to
Hey,
remember you.
last time it saved your life from a dragon, so.
You're right.
Right. So what are you
All right.
guys doing? Are you guys getting away from here and camping out for the evening? Or are you guys traveling at night straight to Phandalin? What do you guys want to do?
I mean, we kind of rested all day. I feel like we might be good to go a little bit.
I'm good to go. I got 2 hours in this form. I can carry that bell pretty easily for the next couple hours.
All right. Well, let's chug along then. We'll use the cover of night to kind of try and get there stealthily.
Yeah.
All right. Let me take you guys back to the map.
I think we'd sell a giant bell too.
Well, we can take it to Halia.
The exchange.
Definitely melt it down.
Yeah, that's all I needed you to say. Thank you. I'll take care of that.
Like that.
All right. Let me.
Ooh, it shows miles here.
Ooh.
That's cool.
How did we not know this?
Well, it didn't before.
We don't spend a lot of time out on this map.
Wait.
All right. Are we just cutting straight through? You guys going to keep traveling and take your 2 rests along the road? You want me to just keep fast forwarding the travels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're trying to get back to Phandalin, right?
Yeah, we're kind of handicapped with this bells right now.
And we've been out for a long time, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys have smooth sailing. Actually, I forgot to roll Mr. Friendly.
The fuck does that mean?
You know what that means.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Doug. God.
No. It's not. It's an okay. So as you guys are coming in, you guys will be returning on the second night of travel, making it to Phandalin.
Nice.
And in the distance, what you can imagine, miles and miles off, is you see what you believe to be Cryovane in the north, almost as if it's flying straight for Neverwinter.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
I was about to say, can he go to Phandalin and like fuck Phandalin up? Like,
Yep.
Oh shit.
He is a threat. He could come to Phandalin and eat all your friends.
Jesus.
Oh.
Bitch.
Yeah, Sudamir kind of gets a chill running through the spine.
I probably should have mentioned that. I didn't realize maybe you guys hadn't thought that maybe I could surprise you with that, where it's like, oh, you came back and all your friends are dead.
Yeah, I was wondering. So we can come back and all our friends will be dead.
Yes.
You're
Well, not
fucking
all of them.
joking.
I just have to depend on what exactly happens. I'd use a few rolls and see who survives. No, he is a threat to the Sword Coast right now.
Once we get into town, I kind of pluck the bell off of the spider's butt and throw it on my shoulder. Carry it the rest of the way in, so he doesn't have to hold it anymore.
Give the spider a rest.
Yeah.
I imagine
How long
he just
is
kept
that?
turning into a spider the whole time.
I would have.
Or a bear, or...
I probably would have switched to bear at some point, just so I didn't freak out the locals.
As you guys come in, you see the lights. Lights are lit up all over Phandalin. You see the countryside kind of glowing. As you make your way into Phandalin itself. You all have eyeballs, right? Everything's good?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Take it away.
What time is it?
It is 11 p.m.
Oh.
Ooh.
Gotta just get some rest for tonight and
Yeah,
try
we'll
and
take care
sell
of
this
the...
bell tomorrow.
Yeah, take care of the bell and everything. Everybody's probably sleeping. Probably get some rest and check it out in the morning.
All right. So you guys heading over to the Stonehill? Is Marcus ever gonna sleep at the Stonehill?
Marcus has had a long week and he would like a bed.
All right.
He did get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, he does go and slip a letter under Sister Gorell's door before he heads to bed.
All right. As you guys walk in, Toblin would give you all a wave. Oh, hey. He kind of wipes his eyes a bit, and you can tell he's tired. You all just getting back to town?
Yeah. Sorry for the
Just
late
getting
arrival.
back.
Oh, well, I'm happy to see y'all made it in one piece.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Marcus almost didn't make it in one piece, but you know, he made it.
I was a little worried when only your little friend came back.
Check
Is she
out
still
Marcus's
here?
new sweet ass scar.
Yeah.
Is JJ here?
Yeah, is JJ here?
Well,
This is where she was heading.
yeah. Last I saw, she was talking to what's that feller's name? He like looks at the barmaid. She's also wiping her eyes. Alphonse. Yeah, she was hanging out with that Alphonse fella she came to town with.
Oh, Big Al made it safely. That's good.
Oh, yeah, yep, that's the fella.
Is he here?
Last I saw, he's been hanging out with Mr. Edermath, Darren.
Okay.
Who's this Darren Edermouth? I don't think we've met.
You know when you guys walking in the town, the big orchard right at the north, and he'd kind of indicate over, not there, yeah, over here. Yep, big orchards owned by Darren. Let me unlock this too for you guys. There you go. Now you can see the Edermath Orchard on the map.
All right. Well, perhaps we can find him in the morning and see how they fared on their travels back.
Yeah. Boy, I'm just real happy you guys made it back. It's getting awfully nervous.
Well, wasn't that sweet?
Shucks.
Well, we had a long.
Yeah, have a room for the night.
Oh, yeah. I'll have Ida here bring you all up some. I only got some bread and stuff. Don't really have anything else heated up, but I'll have her bring it up to your rooms. That way you guys can just kick back and relax for the night.
Thank you so much. Sounds like a plan.
All right, y'all have a good rest.
Good night,
See you in the
Tobin.
morning.
All right. Oh, and also, wasn't expecting to see you spend the night for once, Marcus.
Oh, well, I will be. I just, I still need to step out for a quick minute.
All right.
I'll be back. I'll be back soon, guys.
You won't be.
Okay.
All right. Fucking creep. The fuck is he
Yep.
doing?
All right. What you doing out here, Spider-Man?
Don't worry about what I'm doing. No, not you, DM. I was talking to Fada. I was like, no, that came out at the exact. I was like, I was starting to talk shit to her, and you jumped in. I was like, no.
I was like, I'm pretty sure he has to worry about it. It's his job.
Yeah. I knock on Sister Gorell's front door, and then I head off to where we were the other night.
Where you rendezvous?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. She would meet you there about half an hour later, as if she knew who comes a knocking.
Well, I left a note under the door, so I would hope so.
I love how it's all cute and romantic, and I'm like, have not paid a visit to Halia since we slept together. Like, we're just buddies.
Married 23 years. Anyway, so did she join me?
Yep.
Okay. Sister Gorell.
Oh, I thought you just wanted to steal her and run.
No. I need to talk to her.
Oh.
Oh, late call.
Yes. I'm sorry for bothering you, but I know we haven't gotten into the specifics of. And is there anyone around? What do I need a perception check, or we're
No,
fairly
there's nobody
safe?
around.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure what's involved in being a Harper, but I know you said that we were here to help. Do you have a way of contacting any of the towns north We saw Cryovane heading straight towards Neverwinter, heading straight north, and if we can help anyone along there, I just want to get a message out, and I don't have any way to do that.
With what you're telling her, yeah, she immediately, I'm sorry, Marcus, this is urgent need. I'll have to explain later, but I do have a means of contacting someone. If you'll excuse me. And she would quickly run off.
Okay.
Right.
I wait for, well, as long as it takes. I just meditate. I'm starting my rest. If she's not back in 4 hours, I'll have slept, and if she is, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, a little while later she'd come by and she would see that you're still here. It's been about 2 hours. Thank you for coming to me with this, Marcus.
I didn't know how we should do this. I tried putting a note under your door, but it couldn't wait. And you said this is not something that we're going to do out in the open, where you wanted me to be secretive about this, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I've sent word,
Okay.
and unfortunately, Cryovane has already been attacking Neverwinter as I was sending the message. But it appears that they've managed to hold him off.
Oh, that is good news.
And there were minimal casualties.
I wish we could have been more help. Okay. All right. I apologize for disturbing your rest. It wasn't my intention, but the people needed our help.
No, not at all. Yes, thank you for coming to me.
Thank you for being able to help. I didn't know who else to turn to.
She kind of just like plops down on the ground. Are you?
I'm gonna take a more relaxed pose now. I was sitting on the ground meditating. So
yeah, so she just kind of joins you, just sits down.
I just take a more comfortable position and sit with her.
Well, aside from the Cryovane thing, how was your travels the last week? Haven't seen you in quite a few days.
Well, you know, the life of adventures, you go find terrifying things and do them, I suppose. Some orcs, some ogres. I did get my. I'm glad I've got a good team around me. I took a pretty hard shot out there, and if I was out there on my own, well, yeah, I don't know if I'm officially a Harper, but you would have been down one.
She's smiling as you're telling her telling her your story. I'm happy that you're accepting the offer and already doing your part. I saw that Mr. Calazorn has come to town with JJ.
Yes. Are they still here? We didn't want to wake anyone up. We were just wondering who was still around.
Well, the last I saw, JJ's been stuck to Mr. Calazorn like glue, kind of the same way she stuck herself to you all. And Mr. Calazorn's been spent the last 2 days with Darren, staying at his place. They used to be part of a small group, much like yours.
So, speaking of adventuring parties, Sister Gorell, you appear to be more than you are.
Wondering what I might have been up to in my past.
Well, you know, you don't owe me any explanations, but just something about you doesn't quite match up with the pure acolyte.
I guess
emphasis on pure.
I guess we know each other enough to share a little bit about my past.
Oh.
And she would go on to tell you about. She would start the tale with Mr. Edermath, and how Darren and his party were pretty famous along the high road from Neverwinter down to Candlekeep, back in their time when they were thirsting for treasure and glory and living life as adventurers. And she would tell you about Sister Naywin. Sister Naywin was her mentor, and she apprenticed under Sister Naywin. And Naywin was part of Darren's party. She was their cleric. And she was only about 12 years old at the time that she started assisting them. She carried bags for them and provided a little bit of healing where she could, though her magics weren't as strong as Sister Naywin. But she had always idolized her and looked up to her. And she would also tell you that her and Halia, Sister Gorell and Halia Thornton, used to do a little bit of adventuring in their own party, kind of idolizing Darren's group, as they've all known each other quite a long time, and that's kind of what brought her to stay in Phandalin. And even though this isn't where she thought she would end up, because she is originally from Neverwinter, the big city, she just took to it. The countryside, the adventures that they used to go on, and now seeing old friends and familiar faces, having not all of them, but quite a few of them having found a home out here in Phandalin. And she kind of hung up her sword and shield and set up a few charities across the Sword Coast. Found herself with the Harpers eventually. And she doesn't elaborate, but her and some of her friends, her former party, kind of had different goals in life and different tastes, if you will. And they didn't necessarily see eye to eye. And though Sister Gorell doesn't judge them for the less desirable things that they chose to do with their lives and that they are currently doing, she still has this place for them in their heart, as they, had done so much together, especially in their youth. They had almost a bond, as if they were all siblings when they used to roam together. She does mention that aside from Halia, there were two others in their party, but they've long since left the Sword Coast. Where they've gone, she has no idea. But they seemed like they would always be adventuring. Like they didn't want to set down roots. Only her and Halia had really kind of stayed behind. And then she kind of leans in a little close and looks to see if anybody else is listening. And she says, even though Halia is, like I said, a sister to me, she is one of the biggest reasons I stay here, because somebody has to be the angel on her shoulder and try to get that woman to see what's right from time to time, if you know what I mean.
It is so hard to keep my mouth shut.
I think I know what you mean.
Yes, when I'm sure you do. You seem to have your own bit of mischievousness that I sense in your party.
Oh, yeah, but well,
I know. We we can love them, but at the same time, they are their own person, and there's only so much we can do.
I sit and let her tell me her story as long as she'll talk to me.
Oh yeah, and, she'll just pretty much spend the evening with you and talk, and you guys will, pretty much sit here till sunrise if that's what if that you're down.
Oh, that would be nice. We can sit here and watch the sunrise and talk and maybe learn about each other a little bit.
Yeah, and since you had already been meditating before she came back a couple hours, I would say at some point, maybe she drifted off for a couple hours herself. You got your full rest meditating and whatnot, but you guys ended up, both seeing the sunrise together. And you've learned quite a bit about the town, about Darren Edermath, about Halia's youth and adventures with Sister Gorell, and a little bit more about what makes Phandalin.
I would walk her home.
All right.
Again, it's sunrise.
Let me. So you'd have her escorted home after sunset.
Oh, of course.
All right.
Yeah.
Did anybody else need to do anything before the new day?
Nah.
Nope.
Right. Well, Sister
Sorry, guys, I was going to
Gorell,
let that go, but Cryovane, I was like, shit, I should try and let somebody know.
Dude, it was so hard to keep my mouth shut during all of that. What great information.
Dude, I was like,
how did you end up with the girl who was the angel on Halia's side, and I ended up with Halia? Like, that's fucking crazy.
The fact
How does that happen?
is, I don't know.
and then Marcus is dealing with his little like rogue problem child, and Halia was her rogue problem child.
I love that so much. That's hilarious to me.
Oh man. And I don't. Well, I don't really fill her in on anything. I just let them think whatever they want when I come in for, Goblin.
You didn't sleep here. You tricked us.
I meant to.
You still haven't. What if the tavern gets attacked one day and you're just off frolicking in the forest and we're all just here fighting?
You're right.
I am right. I'm always right.
I know.
Did you at least get some?
Of course, Is it time for eggs? Do we have, is there bacon?
Oh, yeah.
Bacon.
Got some bacon, yeah. Do you see here? And he shows you his list he's been making on the wall. He's like, I got sandwiches for lunch. I got no eggs in the ale. Got some bacon, sausage.
No eggs in the ale? Is that what he said?
Yep. No eggs in the ale.
Okay, good.
Added that to the board.
Apparently it's just us. I don't know.
Well,
He's
I mean,
learning.
You get that request a lot?
I've got a few, the big scrappy fellas. They come in here and they just drink raw eggs straight out the glass.
Maybe you should try that Sudamare. It might make your hair look even shinier.
Give me a raw egg.
Yeah.
You want it in
In the ale?
In an ale? He's like, his eyebrows raised.
Is that how they do it?
Sometimes, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Yes, that's what they do.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll
Do
an
it, Sudamare.
insight check.
With my wisdom's not horrible.
I'll show you what he rolled. I mean, you definitely saw through this, which is funny how he said it, because he's like, oh yes, yeah, he's full of shit. They've never drank an egg in their ale.
Come on,
Just
Sudamare.
the
You
damn
should do
egg.
it. No, you should do it. Come on.
Why?
You really want
Be the
somebody to try
first.
it. Come
That's
on.
not.
It could be delicious. Come on.
It'll make you strong.
Can I roll a persuasion
All
check
right.
on Sudamare?
Can
I
I
don't
also?
have to. I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Eat a egg now. And he like points at a mug, and she even her face lights up, and she kind of does like a little clap with her hands, and they crack an egg and
Hold on.
put it in the. It's just like, hold on.
One silver that he throws up.
And
Here,
they
on
drop
one silver, he throws
drop
up.
the egg in and fill up the beer, and he brings it on over to you and sits it on the table really delicately with both hands. Then he takes
I think
one
he's gonna
step
throw
back,
up. He's a strong guy.
and he clasps his hands together and watches.
Sudamare kind of like loosens the chainmail around his neck and takes a deep gulp, seeing the
Egg
just the
kernels.
yolk and the
Ew,
egg white on the sitting on the top of the ale.
Yeah, you
Sudamir,
Sudamir, you have all the
like,
eyes of
straight
everyone in here
jizz.
who are having breakfast. Everybody got quiet. You even hear whispers, somebody's finally going to try the egg and ale.
So, Sudamir clears his throat, he grabs it, and he just pounds it as fast as he can.
Everybody erupts in here, and you just hear cheers and clapping, and fucking Toblin looks like he could cry, like you've just completed something he's worked at for his whole life. So what'd you think?
Constitution check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Constitution saving throw.
We gotta know who
to see how you feel about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a DC 13. Yeah, Sudamir just kind of gags and you just
Yes.
Oh no!
fucking lets it all go.
Oh, no.
It's the worst thing I've ever had in my entire life.
And I just I roll my eyes, but I have this just giant smile on my face, like a smile that you guys probably haven't seen very often from me, as I just pull out 1 silver and I hand it over to Marcus.
Ida, get them up.
Well, at least you know not to let anyone try that.
Yeah. Thank you for trying. I've been wanting somebody to try it for so long.
That's messed up.
That was
I love
pretty
it.
You know what? Here, breakfast is on me for your table. He runs and starts getting you guys some bacon and eggs.
There we go.
Wait,
Take one for the team.
Hey, did you want eggs for breakfast now, or did I ruin eggs?
Yeah, let me get some pork chops or something.
you got it. You got it.
I'll give Sumir a pat on the back and hand him a cloth to wipe his face.
Thank you. That was fucking horrible. I wouldn't recommend it to my worst enemy.
I'm really proud of you. You seem to really make Toblin's day.
Now over
the
the table, have you guys never had a beer in your or an egg in your beer?
I've heard of it.
I've seen it, but I would murder someone if they did that.
I've done it
Like-
several times, quite a
Several
few times.
times?
Yeah, like more than I can count on one hand.
What?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's why
no.
when you guys are like so
Hard-ass.
adamant
Nope.
against eggs in the ale, I'm like, what?
No, yeah,
They
I
do
don't
it
even
just
drink
like
beer.
that. Is that like something they do in Japan?
I don't know about that. That was just me.
Hangover
you?
cure.
Me? That's
yeah,
just what
like
I do.
it was
Do you
like
know anyone
hangover
else that done
time. Yeah,
Oh.
a couple
Yeah,
guys.
It's an old school hangover cure, but it's
Yeah, it doesn't really
fucking
work,
nonsense.
but
I've only heard of it. Like people have like told me, well, just fucking.
it's kind of like, you know, when you take a shot when you're hungover, it kind of makes you feel better.
I've heard of that too, but I've never done that either. I'm like, that
does
sounds bad.
Yeah, it does help.
that
So
helps.
So slamming a beer with the egg in it made me feel a lot better in the morning, because it's like you're getting a little bit of actual food in your stomach and you're getting that little buzz to kind of kick the headache. So it's okay. It worked a few times for me.
I think when Toblin was talking about it, the weird part for me was every time I envisioned it in my head, right? Because I'm always envisioning, it was always like scrambled eggs, which makes it
That's
even
what I
kind
always
of
pictured
grosser.
it too.
I just pictured it as scrambled, and I was like, that's even worse than like raw, I feel, because it does not mix at all. It's just chunky beer.
You're gonna give
No.
Toblin ideas. Maybe they should have been scrambled.
No. Scrambled ale.
Yeah, scrambled ale.
He puts the ale in the eggs.
would
in
you
there
like
and just
ale in
flips
your
it.
eggs?
Would you like, how about we try it the other way around? Maybe it's ale in the eggs. That's how we do it.
So you guys, your breakfast, like you guys got your free breakfast. You got some free ales that are egg free. He just treats you guys to whatever you guys need. You guys hear Toblin bring up a few things to you, like Harbin. Talked to him yesterday. He's already getting more requests with all everything so hectic with Cryovane about. Think he's putting up some more stuff on the board. So you guys definitely got your work cut out for you.
Shortage of adventurers.
I definitely want to check this board out, but I definitely want to find Big Al. But I think first, I think we need to go see my girl about this bell.
Yep, I got 10 chunks of gold ore to sell also.
Did you get 10 chunks of gold ore? Oh, was it off that lady?
It was. I think it was in the. Yeah, I think it was in the mountain toe.
Yeah, it was off the rat lady. She had it on her.
Yeah, one of their bags.
I got some GP and silver and copper to split up once we're all set and finished.
All right. So yeah, you guys, wherever you guys want to go.
We need to get paid too for Big Al.
Yeah, actually, let's go there first so he can get started with that stupid ass.
Oh, God.
Coin in the door.
Hey, and before we go over there, Miss Persuasive, remember Big Al said he was going to put in a big word to get us a better reward.
There's fucking rats in there, and they bit Sudamere, which we need to go check on.
Oh, you mean Don John?
Yeah, we need to go talk to his sister about that also. Yeah, no. Don John needs to he got bit also.
No, I mean you guys said Big Al, but rats. So I was saying, do you mean Don John and rats?
No. Just we need to get paid for Big Al, and we need to
and the rats.
Yep.
And we need to get Sudamere checked out ASAP.
Yeah.
So maybe we go check Sudamere out, because that seems like a good priority.
Actually, you guys go ahead and go over to the town master, and I'll talk to Sister Gorell about that.
That sounds good.
And then we'll meet up at Halia's after.
All right.
Plan. Who's got the bell?
I've got it now.
Yeah,
it's a short walk. I'll be okay. Morning, sister.
Morning.
Good morning, sister.
Good morning.
No, just kidding.
She knows how much you ride me now, just so you know. All right.
Oh, okay. Never talking to her again.
It's the look. Do you want to talk to this guy? He
bright
hates
and
me.
early, and the door's shut and locked.
Awesome.
Oh,
but you do see his notice board. It does have some new things hanging on it.
Perhaps we check that with Sudamere?
Yeah, let's check that with Sudamere. Let's just knock and wake him up because, well, there's no other adventurers here. He's not going to piss us off.
I'll handle him. I know how you hate stupid. And I'll just walk up and not very politely, just with my whole fist, just boom, boom, boom on the door.
And
all 40 pounds.
You don't hear anything.
All 40 pounds.
But you see Mr. Harbin Wester coming out of his home over here, which you could presume is his home. You guys kind of beat him to the office today. Let me make this visible.
I was like, great, he's dead.
In case any of you want to romance him, there's his house.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm good.
You hear him whistling. Just walking along.
Hey.
Mr. Wester.
Yes.
Good morning. So we have returned, and we have some stuff to show you, as well as some rewards to collect.
Is everyone okay?
We all made it back in one piece.
Oh, I got a little worried. There's only 2 of you here.
Mayor needed to check in with Sister Gorell about a couple things due to our adventure.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I haven't had coffee yet. So I spoke with Big Al when he came in about a day ago. Day ahead of you all. He said that you guys did a wonderful job helping him clear out the ranch, but he did inform me that he wants to sell, and he's giving up the ranching life. I don't know where I'll ever get butter skulls from again.
Maybe he can set his own little business up here or something.
Well, he said he's giving up the butter trade.
Sad to say. I mean, yes. I understand, though. Its entire place was absolutely destroyed.
But Harbin need butter.
If I run into some butter skulls, I'll be sure to bring you one back.
Oh, yes, please do. I'll pay you handsomely.
And what is handsomely?
5 gold per butter head.
All right, I'll take it. It's butter. I'll keep an eye out for some butter skulls while we're out adventuring.
So, I can pay you 100 gold pieces for your assistance with the Butterskull Ranch. And, how did the gold mine go? How is Don John?
Well, that went like shit.
Oh, heavens!
Well, I mean,
don't tell
it
me.
went okay, and then it went to shit.
Is he dead?
I cannot confirm or deny that information.
What happened?
We arrived and the entire gold mine had been taken over by were-rats, which jumped us and turned into a pretty bloody battle. I did get bit in the ass.
Oh,
I ate one of their faces.
He did do that. Yes, he did do that.
Oh, why
but
on
we have
earth
this
would you
note
eat
here.
them?
He's a bear.
What?
They displeased me.
Oh,
But we do have this note here
yes, a note? Oh, okay.
from Don John, explaining how well we did in escorting him and clearing out the cavern of all were-rats. I'm sure he mentioned somewhere in there about getting a little extra pay for our buck there, since it's in to not just be an escorting.
Oh, he's like looking at the letter. This says he's alive.
He was alive when we left him. We completed our mission.
But yeah, then why did you make it sound as if were-rats possibly ate him?
Oh, no, it wasn't were-rats. It was...
Cryobane.
Go ahead. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, but what makes you think he had a run-in with Cryovane?
It attacked the mine after we left. We saw it flying over, and we're not sure who made it out.
Fiddlesticks, huh? That's...
He pats his head dry with his little handkerchief.
it's too early in the day for all of this, and the way you two speak makes me feel like those damn dwarves slipped something in my food last night.
I can't confirm or deny that as well. They could have, yes.
Oh, you're scaring me even more. Well...
Could've, would've, probably did. Hey, I've got a question for you. You're the town master of this town, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Great. What are you doing to prepare the town for a dragon attack?
Well, I've trained, well, I haven't trained them, but, there's a few young men here, and they're training. You've seen the guard walking around. I think they can handle their own.
I haven't.
So, Marcus, there's guard that walk up and down the streets from time to time. They're ramshackle. Same as Max, his guard that kind of hangs out in the townmaster's hall. Pretty much guys that do some farming, have making their earning, their pay by just kind of protecting Phandalin, keeping the goblins out.
We've been here a couple weeks. I'd have a pretty good idea of how many guards there were.
Yeah, about a dozen.
Okay, and let's assume that something terrible happens and your crack elite team of guards isn't able to handle a white dragon. What's plan B?
Well, Mr. Marcus,
He kind of like walks up to you.
can I place my hand on your cheek?
If you touch me, you will lose a finger.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, allow me to tell you something that my grandfather used to say.
Oh, God. Here we go.
So, something about guarding and taking care of your people. Yes, that was it. So I'm assure you that everything will be fine, especially with me as townmaster.
I get very close to him and I look him directly in the eyes and I ask him who's actually in charge of this town. Because there's no way this buffoon should be in charge of a ant farm.
My God.
You kind of see that he's doing his best not to tear up, and he just instead kind of like grabs his coat tightly and fixes it a bit and puts his averts his eyes kind of down and
Well, Mr. Marcus, This buffoon needs to go get your payment for the Butterskull Ranch and the Mountain's Toe.
Okay, all right, stop. This is what you're going to do. We love this town. We love the people in it. We want you all to be safe. That's why no one is taking this serious. You need a plan A, a B, a Z, and everything in between. I want you to listen to me. I want you to gather the brilliant people who live in this town, and they are everywhere except in charge. I want you to make a council, and I want you to come up with a plan how to save the people of this town, which you should have been doing from the very beginning. That is your raison d'etre, sir. That is your whole reason to exist. Protect this town.
How he's rolling.
And I just walk away, because now I'm furious with him. Sister.
People, Marcus. People have this is something I'm used to. Not the first person who's had a problem with politics. Miss Fada.
He's just a little wound up right now. Perhaps the money would be best.
Yes.
How much are we gonna get paid for this escort mission?
About 100 gold pieces, but, sorry, yes, both of your quests that you've completed are 100 gold pieces each, but, it says here, in the letter from Mr. Raskin, that, I should pay you all extra for your services, and that his employers will reimburse the town coffers.
And how much extra?
I believe, he, looks back at the letter. You see he's kind of shaking, so it's, hard for him to read it. So he grabs it with both hands.
50 gold pieces extra.
75.
No, I mean, that's what it says on this paper, Miss Fada.
Oh, well, he told me 75. I think he wrote it wrong.
He, shows you the paper.
That is a 5.
That looks like that looks like he wrote 75. It's a little smudged.
You want to try to persuade him of this?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna... No, you're fine. I won't even roll for him.
Yes.
Because he's kind of stressed out and he's still shaking trying to read it.
Oh, sorry. You're right. He does say 75. The man has to learn better penmanship.
Oh, yes, he was a little shaken after the rat situation kind of threw him off a little, you know?
Yes, I can see that in his writing.
Yes.
Silly man. Well, I'll get the 275 gold pieces organized, and you can come back and collect it in, let's say, an hour.
I will be back in an hour. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Do see if you can... perhaps I should send something over to make Mr. Marcus feel better. He did seem a little wound up.
Perhaps a potted plant. He might like that.
He kind of looks up and thinks about this and rubs his chin a bit.
Potted plant, yes. I think that would be nice.
It's a wonderful gift for a druid.
It is it not? Okay. I've never bought a druid a gift before. I'll see if I can come up with something, yes. Thank you for the advice, Fada.
Of course.
I'll see you in an hour.
I'll be back in an hour, yes.
Yes.
Fada, roll a perception on something that had happened when Marcus was yelling at him.
Oh!
Fada, you saw one of his guards actually head off, and you kind of were looking over your shoulder to watch him, and he walked into this building.
The Miners' Exchange?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I'll pick up what you're putting down. Got it. And with that, I will walk back to Sudamir to check up on him
All right.
before we head out for the bell.
You hear the furniture just creaking across the floorboards in his office as you walked away.
I loved Faith's reaction to him doing that for the first time.
Wait, what?
When JJ was tripping the fuck out, like...
Oh my god, that was the best. She was like, why do I have to do it? And we're like, just do it.
And then she just laid on the ground with him. Like a kid waiting on something.
She actually got irritated. Like,
Yeah, it reminded me of a kid when it's like raining outside and they're like, I can't go outside, play with my friends. Yeah, and they're like kicking the floor and stuff.
That's the fucking best. I'm so glad we made her do that. Oh man.
Oh shit.
How's,
I would have
coming back
rejoined Sudamir too.
All right.
So yeah, when we split off, I would have walked up and seen Sister Girl out here.
Ah, right. Let me.
Oh yeah, technically
Oh,
we're
yeah.
still over there. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Sudamir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't know if you've spoken to Marcus and heard about our recent adventures.
You could say, I heard quite a bit. Sounds like you all had quite the time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely quite the adventure.
I was very happy to see Big Al. I haven't seen him in quite a long time. And knowing that he was back safe and sound put a smile on my face, knowing that you all would soon be following behind.
Too was pleased to hear that he made it back safely.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I thank you for that.
Yeah, I mean, overall the adventure went good. We had a couple close calls, but other than that, we made it back and no one got seriously injured or hurt. So.
Well.
So what can I
permanently.
help you with today, Mr. Sudamir?
Besides not getting hurt, I think I did end up with something. We ran into some were-rats in the mountain so, and unfortunately, I got bit many times.
Many times.
Repeatedly.
I fear that I might have contracted the disease that they carry.
Yes, the curse.
Yeah.
Have you felt any adverse symptoms?
I don't
Not
know,
everyone who
have I?
is bit necessarily contracts the curse, but yeah, Sudamir, as a paladin, you do feel this vile, evil presence kind of lurking through your blood. It makes your skin crawl and it repulses you.
Oh,
Oh yeah, then I would definitely relay all that to her. I just feel like there's something in my veins.
Well, I can assist you with this. This would require a 3rd level spell, but I could remove the curse. Fortunately for you, I have all the necessary materials that I need, and it's not on the expensive side, so I wouldn't have to charge you for the service.
Well, at least let me make a donation to the.
I will not
the church.
turn away a donation, though.
Well, I'll make a donation of, let's say, 20 gold.
Thank you so kindly. And,
over the table. Can you only cure somebody of a curse before it takes effect or something?
That is something you would have to ask her about, or ask somebody about.
Okay. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, I'll just go ahead and curb this. So as she begins preparing her spell, and she casts Remove Curse on you, she would explain, a little bit of the lore to that. As she kind of makes you take a seat against the shrine on one of the stones, and she would say, "Fortunately, with lycanthropy, you weren't born with it, so it is fairly easy to remove, though some choose not to remove the curse.
How was someone born with lycanthropy?
Oh yes, if it runs in your bloodline, there is no cure, unfortunately. Though there are people who have been studying and looking for a cure.
Well, fortunate. Be tied to such a life with no choice.
Yes, correct. There are people out there who are almost driven mad in their pursuit to find a cure.
But do they have a thirst for blood whenever they turn, or are they able to control their form for the most part?
Well, I sense what bit you. You said it was a were-rat.
That's what we were killing in the...
That curse is evil in itself. With that, you would still have some semblance of your mind, and you could transform at will, but it would slowly take hold and corrupt you. All that was good in you at once before, Sir Paladin, would eventually grow corrupt. You would feel it changing your thoughts and your beliefs.
That's horrifying. I hope that no one has to experience that. I appreciate you curing me of this affliction.
Yes, there are other forms of lycanthropy, but some aren't necessarily evil, but are looked upon as evil, as they are still curses. And those who are naturally pure or have strong beliefs in removing curses from this world have all but convinced the world itself that it doesn't matter what type of lycanthropy it is, it's still an evil, it's still a curse.
They're a curse and not like, say, a disease, for example. Like, they must have come from some kind of deity or something? Is that correct?
Yes, well, there are priesthoods who believe this, but I, for one, am not too sure where I stand on that. Should you choose to inquire more about this, though, I do have some contacts you could speak with if you ever head to Leylon.
Leylon?
Yes,
yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. I wouldn't mind learning about it if I'm in the area.
Yes, please let me know if you're ever planning a trip with your comrades to the south.
What's the person that I can speak to?
She would tell you to look for the shrine within Leylon, and just speak with any clerics that you run across, and mention Sister Gorel, because she is pretty much on name-based terms with all the people, with all the clerics that work outside and within Leylon.
Okay. Again, I appreciate you curing me of this curse, but there's one other matter that I wanted to speak to you about.
Yes, is it about that hand?
It is. Name again.
What? Huh?
Her name,
Lenine.
Lenine. Yeah, Lenine gave it to me about a week and a half ago or so, and she asked me if I could figure out what to do with it.
Didn't you talk to her about the hand? And she told you it was best for you to hold on to it because of its presence?
Oh, did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the evil hand. Yes.
Yeah, that's why she's asking. She's asking if you had more questions about it.
Did you send any word out to inquire about it?
In fact, I did. Nobody I've spoken with has ever encountered such a thing, though I did tell them what you felt and what I feel about it, and they agree with me that you should bear it. She's not laughing, though.
God, okay.
You're the only one we feel should be holding on to that. I would my instincts say burn it in a fire, but with that malignant feeling to it, that for all I know, that could make things worse. Till we know what it is.
Doesn't even affect such a cursed object.
Well, if you decide to experiment, please do it outside of town.
All right. There is one more thing actually that I was curious. We found this key at a temple south of Conyberry. I've never seen anything like it before. It seems, I don't know.
Would you like me to identify this for you?
Yeah, if that's possible. I mean,
absolutely.
That'd be amazing.
So she takes it in her hands, and she kind of does a chant to herself and waves her free hand over it while it lays in her palm. And she says, "Wow, this is very interesting, Mr. Brightheart." She hands it back to you. I do believe that this is a magic item. You could very well unlock any locked device, door, chest.
Damn it.
You have a chance of it working. You have a chance of it working. Though I don't know exactly what chance that is. And if it does work, I do believe that the key will then break.
It's like a one-time use kind of thing, huh?
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
I'm still useful, guys.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, thank you. That knowledge is greatly appreciated.
Yep. And now that it has been fully identified, the actual percentage chance is a 5% chance.
Oh.
Okay.
So if I fail to pick it, and
Yep,
we really
or if
want
it's
to
a
get
really
in,
crazy thing that's locked, like something that you can't possibly pick, like that's a good time to try that key out.
Okay.
Almost like a divine intervention key.
Yeah, like, oh, well, the DM doesn't want this open. I could still try with this key.
5%.
Yep.
I felt really useless there for a second. I was like, God damn it, what the fuck am I here for?
He can open any door. He's the magician. Would we have caught up to him by
Yeah.
the time
You're
she was
catching up.
identifying?
You guys see him hearing about this cool key, and Fada's already going, well, what the fuck am I here for?
Sudamir, we do have one more thing for her to check if you'd be willing.
Yes.
Yes.
What was that?
You got a shiny new suit there, my friend.
Oh, I mean, I don't think this is like technically. Yeah, okay. So I got this. I found
It's
this
mithril,
armor.
some kind of.
I don't know what type of. I don't think I know what kind of metal it is. Sure, if I've seen mithril. Well, I guess.
Yeah, you guys know that's mithril. Like it's got a sheen to it. Like, and everybody knows mithril's high dollar. Like that shit's. You're wearing a really expensive piece.
Is there anything
my head
magical?
His armor.
Is there anything magical about this armor?
Well, not magical in the sense that it's going to do something incredible. I mean, but it's magic in the sense that magics were used to forge it.
That's
So it's magic wrought.
Yeah, so pretty much like a +1 shield is a magic shield because the only way to make it +1 is enchanted, like using magics to give it better properties.
That's like essentially to overcome like attacking like someone that has resistance to magical.
Yep, like yeah, it comes into play with mechanics.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. Well,
Where,
regardless,
wherever did you find such a piece?
Well, Big Al, he was so grateful that we found Petunia for him in good condition that he offered it to me. The party, but I mean,
well, you're very fortunate. I believe what you're wearing there is worth more than all the quests on the board combined.
I was about to say, how much would you say?
I don't know myself. I never never worn mithril before, but I do know it's high dollar, a little bit out of my price range when I was on the road.
Oh, I was looking at some of the armors just in a Lineage shop. In Lineage shop, and so I'm eternally grateful for Big Al. I'll have to thank him.
Still highly debating on stealing his armor.
I was watching when asked about the armor because I found out last night that she knew the adventure, so I wanted to know if she reacted to the armor more so than just saying yes, it's mithril. Like if she recognized it.
That's what you want to know. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
So
because
that's a good thing to perceive. You did kind of pick up that she knew exactly, like she had seen that exact chest piece before. Like it wasn't like he was wearing just, like he bought it off a store. Like she definitely recognized that armor. Like it's little, even though it's a great piece of armor, it's used. There are a few imperfections and whatnot, and it's like the way her eyes were going over it, she was kind of like identifying like, oh, well, how is he wearing that? Like she has seen it before.
Right. Okay. I don't say anything. Sister Gorell and I have a talk to each other first kind of relationship before we just put stuff out there, but I definitely noticed that. That was interesting.
Well, Sister Gorilla, I don't want to keep you up any longer. I know you're quite busy.
I don't react, but over the table. Holy shit, man.
Well, again, thank all three of you for what you've been doing for the town lately. And please do keep that trinket close. And she kind of shows you her hand and flexes it a few times, like indicating the hand you have.
Oh God, yeah.
Not my kind of job.
I know what to do with it. I fear might evolve into something else later.
Yes.
Fear my life traveling with you carrying that fucking thing.
Well, what do you guys say we head to Hollyus, please?
Oh, yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
For more reasons than one.
Again, sister, be on our way.
Take care.
I lag behind for more reasons than one.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, is she even here?
And
hang on, go ahead, Marcus.
I won't be too long here. I just kind of lean in and whisper, whose armor is that really?
That was Billy's armor, Billy Calazorn.
Are you okay with Udemir wearing it?
Oh, yes. You remember the other two that went on adventuring I told you about?
Yes.
Yes, Billy was a paladin with our group.
I'll keep my eyes out and see if I can figure out where and why it was with Big Al.
But that's his brother.
Oh.
Yeah, Billy Calazorn. Alphonse Calazorn.
Yeah, I'm usually better with nicknames.
Big Bill.
Big Bill and Big Al.
Big Bill and Big
Okay.
Al.
Now it all comes together. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. And second,
Hadn't seen that armor in a long time, and your friend Sudamir does look an awful lot like Billy, in the hair. Billy had big hair.
Oh, pardon. He takes 40 minutes every night combing, and I think he's talking to his hair, but anyway, I I tore the townmaster apart for not having a plan to protect the people here. I was very hard on him because he needs to buckle down. There's very little in the way of preparation, and I told him to call a council, and I hope you'll help guide him. But there need to be some preparations done. This dragon is everywhere, and it's a problem for everyone.
Well, Marcus, even though we're close, it's not my station to say much on the matter, but I will say, and she kind of like leans close and looks around, making sure nobody's hearing what she's telling you. Mr. Harbin is not really. Just let Mr. Harbin do his thing, but be reassured that the town is very much well prepared. Should anything ever happen here.
I appreciate that. I like it here. I like the people. I want to see it safe. I don't want inaction to be a cause for any loss. If there's something I can help with, just let me know. If there are preparations or anything you need, I can help build bunkers or something. I just want to make sure the people are safe.
Absolutely. Let's just say that that some of the retirees here in town have their own connections and methods of keeping the town under wraps.
I trust you. And I give her a little kiss on the lips and
and run away.
Morning, sister. And run away.
Morning. And then as you're leaving, she says, "Oh, if Cryovane comes around here, I'll take this habit off." And she starts shadow boxing the air. Come on, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right. So, Halia
That's
is
my girlfriend.
here. And you two would be arriving first before Marcus shows up. And you would see that her office door is closed. But as you walk in, you can tell she's clearly here, but her door's shut. It wouldn't be shut if she wasn't here. And you see somebody at one of the stalls look up and kind of give you a smile. "Oh, yes, what can I do for you today?"
I need to
Jolly
speak
good
with
day, isn't it?
Halia.
It's really warm out.
Beautiful day. A beautiful
Yes,
day for
I
gold.
sweat so much coming here this morning.
I'd love to hear about your sweat. Thank you. I
Gold-
need to speak with Halia.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were here for an exchange. Well,
What's an exchange?
I only make exchanges with Halia.
well, this is the miners' exchange. I thought you had ore, gold, something to exchange. But yes, just one moment. And he kind of pushes his glasses up and fluffs out his shirt a bit as he stands up, walking over to Halia's door. And you could tell he's kind of fidgety, like he doesn't really want to knock, but at the same time he looks back over and he looks at you. And he gives it a little rap. And then you can't really hear if she says anything, but it sounds like he's listening to something. And then he cups his mouth and kind of puts it to the crack of the door and says something. And then he just kind of is nodding to himself as he's walking back over to you. She says if you just give her just a moment or two, she'll be right with you.
Do we know if there's any kind of windows or anything to her office? Any?
Are you asking me? Would you?
No, motherfucker.
Yeah, there's a window in the back for her office.
Sunmir, just stay here and wait for her to come out, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Hello, sir. Are you here with the young lady, or you here for an exchange?
Yeah, but I think Holly will probably give us a better deal for our goods.
I wonder why.
Oh, okay. Yes. Right, you are.
Do I see Feta running out of the store?
You do not, because you would still be hearing what's going on with what she's saying about Harbin and.
Got it.
Should never leave my side.
All right, so yeah, you heading around to the back of the building?
Yes, I am, to her window.
All right. As you're making your way through the people in the street here, it's pretty active. You do see all the people. Here, whoops. Let me bring you back here. You do see
Just in case.
a couple people, dwarves and a couple humans sitting outside on the stoop right here for this building that all the miners kind of stay in. They see you, and then for a second they look back up because one of them happens to be Norbus, and he's like, "What? Oh, could have sworn I saw somebody. That red hair. Oh, maybe I just miss him." And then
The wind.
he just goes back to doing his thing. Yeah, you just duck into some bushes over here, and you see her window. What'd you like to do?
I'd like to listen in the window to see if I can hear
Yeah, her window's
what's
open.
going on. Oh, peachy. Do you still need perception?
Yep. Yeah, I only asked for perception because they aren't being an opera about it. Like, I have come to tell you, Lady Halia, and like.
Yes.
They're having a very hush-hush kind of conversation. You hear what sounds like a man is speaking with Halia, and you catch the latter end of what they've been speaking about. And it's kind of going like, well, I just assumed I should have told you immediately because it's going to be something if the town starts hating Mr. Wester. We don't want anything like that to happen and cause you any trouble. And then you don't hear much coming from Halia as this guy seems to be reporting about what happened with Marcus and Harbin. Sounds more like she's letting this guy talk and kind of like he's the one spazzing out about what happened. When finally Halia just tells him, Max, just take a breath. Everything's fine. That the druid is not the only person who's yelled at the dumbass who works out of the townmaster's hall. I understand why it ruffled you so, but you have to understand that even if we remove Harbin from his seat, we'll just put somebody else there, another idiot among the people, to sit there and slide their desk around and pay people under the door and wear some cool little trinkets on his jacket and feel good about himself. So there's nothing to worry about. And the guy's just kind of like, okay, well, I just figured I should let you know, lady.
At this point, I would like to actually crawl in the window.
You want to crawl into it?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
go ahead.
I do. Do I need to roll stealth again or something?
Are you being stealthy, or are you just crawling into the window?
I'm just crawling in, actually.
Okay,
I'm just crawling in.
Then you just crawl up into the window, and you hear, oh, me, what the and Max kind of jumps back like 5 feet, hitting his back against the door, and Holly just she doesn't jerk like he does. She just kind of slowly turns her chair to look and see you sitting in the window, and she says,
at this point, I'd have my dagger out, and I'm just kind of flipping it in my hands. And I'm like, I think you guys need some better security.
She gives you a smile, and she says, I thought I might have a peeping Tom out there.
Oh, did you?
Go ahead and make yourself comfortable. And she kind of notions to one of the chairs in her office.
And yeah, I'll just go sit down with dagger still flipping in my hand, just sitting on the couch, crossing my legs and observing.
Max, you can go now. And Max kind of looks at you and then at her, and you recognize Max as being like kind of the right-hand man for Harbin. And he's like, but she, and she's like, Max, it's okay. Just go.
And then he's like, yes, I'll speak with you later then, Lady Thornton. And she's like, yes, that'll be fine. And try to be a little more relaxed. Why don't you go have, what time is it, 9? Just go have an ale. Harbin won't notice even if you showed up drunk. And yes, please shut the door. And so Max leaves. And she turns to you. So, what brings you here today? Couldn't use the door?
I was just curious about what you're talking about. Is that Harbin's right-hand man, or is that your right-hand man?
Now, hang on. And she kind of like leans forward. Do you call that, would you consider that curiosity or nosy?
Just curiosity.
Curiosity. Okay, well, yeah, he seems he was a little rattled about your druid friend snapping at Harbin in broad daylight. Apparently a few people were mouth agape at the situation.
I'm not so sure Marcus realizes who's really in charge here, and I think I've figured that out on my own.
Well, it's not too hard to pick up on. I mean, you all have seen the records room, correct?
Have I seen the records room?
Yeah, so she's referring to one of the rooms right when you enter the exchange. So any of you who have entered the exchange have seen a room clearly labeled records room, and it's got all the town documents in it, deeds, everything. And she says, why would the mining exchange be taking care of everyone's property and personal accounts? Wouldn't the town master be doing this?
You know, I've been in the town master's hall. There's not much in it.
Yes, it's a showpiece. It's to let the man do his thing, count gold out to people. Who do you think fills the town coffer?
I'm sure it's not Harbin Wester.
Correct. Mr. Wester comes here, fills up the coffer, goes and hides it away in whatever cubby hole he's dug out of the hall.
So tell me why the figurehead?
People who stay in town long enough can deduce this, but the occasional eye or glance doesn't really need to know my business.
And do I get to know your business?
Should you get to know my business?
I think I could help you just as much as you could help me if I knew your business.
Well, how about we do this? And she slaps a envelope down on the table.
And I just reach out for the envelope. What is this?
Well, that there is if you want in or if you want out. You decide. And with that, she kind of slides her chair back and stands up, stretches. So, you don't read that here, but you get back to me on that. And is there anything else I can be of service for today?
And I'll tuck the envelope and just put it inside of my leather, kind of in my bra. Put it in. I don't know. They wear bras.
If you want, yeah.
They wear bra. I'm wearing a bra, guys.
I'm wearing a bra too.
For now.
Oh shit!
I just tucked the envelope into my knickers, and there's actually trying to keep it together. But other than that, I do have some actual business for you.
And what's that? And she kind of sits down again, but she's sitting on her desk, and she kind of leans back a little bit.
That's hot.
Don't let her distract you.
I'm so distracted. You can see her boobies in the picture, guys.
Yeah, I mean, she's really comfortable. Like, she's kind of, her legs are kind of just spreading a little bit as she's leaning on the desk.
Stop.
Jesus.
Well, I'm just saying, she's actually being like, that's what she's doing. So, yes, business. Cat got your tongue?
I'd rather it be you. Business, right. We have managed to acquire a mighty bell made of gold. And I thought you'd like to shut up.
A mighty bell made of gold.
We went on a mildly dangerous adventure to a temple where there may or may not have been ogres, and, I managed to sneak past all of them, and we got a mighty big bell made of pure gold.
Pure. Where exactly did you find a bell made of pure gold?
It's a temple out east. Big deal.
A temple at Conyberry?
Maybe?
The Shrine of Savras?
I feel like I've been caught. You don't sound like that's a good thing.
No, I've just always assumed it was a tall tale.
Kind of assumed it might have been, but if there's a possible promise of gold, I would like to check it out. And we did find a bell of about 50 pounds worth of gold.
Are your companions waiting outside the door? Or are they coming in through the window as well?
I don't think they can fit through the window. They're outside with the bell.
You mind if I... And she kind of points at the door.
Of course.
Okay. She walks over and opens the door. Marcus, she sees that you've walked up and that you and Sudamir are standing in there. If you guys see her, she just kind of waves her fingers like, come on in.
What? How did you get in here?
Hey, guys.
I've seen you walk
Why
around.
am I
the
not surprised?
She shuts the door behind her. You guys bringing the bell in with you?
I think I handed it off to Sudamir when I stayed
Somebody's
back to
got
talk
it.
to his sister, Jarrell.
Oh, well, that's quite the bell. It's so large. Can you please set it on my desk if you don't mind?
Put it down. Not so gently.
Let's see. She takes a look at it, and yeah, immediately she's like, well, this is indeed a bell of gold. I thought you were half full of shit, to be honest. And I also wasn't expecting it to be
What the fuck were you rolling, motherfucker?
I also wasn't expecting it to be this large.
I just wanted to know if she came just a little bit when she saw the full 50-pound bell.
Damn it.
The way you were talking, I was like, oh,
In that case.
she's enjoying that just a little too much. So I was
In
like,
that case.
shit. She's like, look at the bell.
Yeah, I
It's so
didn't
big.
imagine it was actually this big. We'll have to take this outside the office. There's not enough room in here. So she opens the door back up and motions for you, Sudamir, if you could bring it out to one of the scales out front.
Yeah, I'll throw it up on my shoulder and walk it out.
Yeah, they have these huge scales for when they actually have to bring the wheelbarrows and stuff in for measuring like the larger loads. And she just indicates you can place it down on one of the large scales.
As we're walking in, I'm like, now, would I lie to you about the treasure I find?
Well, it's not that I thought you were lying. It's just that it sounded a bit like a tall tale. I've never had anybody bring me a large bell of gold before.
I would expect more things like that from us in the future.
Well, I sure hope so. This is if this is pure gold, this is going to be quite the payout for all of us.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you take a look?
I'll drop it on the scale and step back.
Oh, easy now. We don't want to have to recalibrate the scale.
Sure.
Yeah, she looks at it. Well, wow. This is 50 pounds. Wow. A file, please. And she has one of her people bring her a file over. And she just kind of starts filing into the side of the bell. This'll take just a moment. And she really goes at it, like kind of getting as deep into the bell as possible. You just got to make sure it's not hollow or it's not filled with something in the center. And a few minutes go by of her filing out. She's collecting a lot of the gold shavings too as they're falling. Like that way, don't want to lose any of this precious gold.
Sweating because I'm nervous and also because she's hot.
I was just thinking the same thing. As she's working that file with that low-cut dress, I'm just like, I'm about to get slapped in the back of the head by Sister Gorell is what I was thinking.
Yeah,
and
you-
I slap him. I jump up and I slap him in the back of the head as hard as I can.
I wasn't.
Feta, you're watching her on her knees, and and she's like scraping the spell, and she's sweating a little bit, so she's like and like blowing the hair out of her face, and like she looks over at you while she's doing it and licks her lip a little bit.
Was that one for you?
Just
I
make
throw
sure
up
I'm
my
not
breakfast.
fainting. No, I'm trying not to faint.
So when she's done, she walks over and starts talking with a few of her colleagues that work there. You guys have kind of garnered all of the workers here, even people bringing in their hulls from the previous night and stuff. This bell's got attention. You guys are like, you guys brought the coolest shit into this exchange that any of them have seen in a while. She starts talking it over with them. They're nodding, and she comes back over to you guys, and she says, would you like to roll another Constitution saving throw, Miss Feta? Because I do believe this one might make you faint a bit.
Oh, wait, am I actually going to do that?
I walk around behind her to catch her just in case, because
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll do
Yeah,
it.
roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit.
All right. That's probably just get your heart racing and you don't pass out. We will pay you 2,500 gold pieces for this.
Oh my god.
Do I know what this is actually worth through
yeah.
my travels and trades and all the gold stealing?
Oh yeah, she's paying you per pound. Like she's paying you 50 pounds worth of this gold.
Is it fair? That's fair.
Oh yeah, this is absolutely fair.
All right, fine. I'm always looking for a swindle. Holy shit. Yeah. Deal.
Also,
He has
you
to,
remember-
like, catch himself on the discs behind him.
You remember that when you brought her that necklace and she had told you like she'll, you bring her anything else, she'll give you a good trade on it so you both profit from it. So she's definitely cutting you this thing's worth in gold. And now she knows that she can flip it and sell the bell probably more as an artifact and whatnot. And the story you've told her, that's kind of where her brain goes with all this and how she's going to profit.
We actually found the treasure that everybody has had these rumors about, kind of thing.
And that she could probably flip that and then keep this as an artifact, that's worth even more than its weight in gold. So she can easily pay you guys the 2,500.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, but that makes me want to. No, don't do it. Don't, you greedy bitch.
What's that look for,
the bell
Feta?
is. You the sweat and bell.
You want to play hardball with me?
I kind of do. All right. I know what you're going to do with this bell. I know exactly what you're going to do with this bell.
If you want to play this game with me, do you know exactly what I'm going to do?
And what are you going to do?
If you can't persuade me as to why I should give you a better deal, I'm going to reduce it to 2,000 if you choose to play this game.
No. No.
I like games, motherfucker.
I pick her up by the scruff of her neck.
Can I tell how hard it is to persuade her? Like, does it look like it's going to be incredibly hard to persuade her?
Insight.
Or is she more
If you
in it
want
for
to,
the
if
game?
you want to try to feel out what she's capable of, insight.
Fuck.
You just know she kind of makes you nervous.
She does.
But she's giving you a fair warning that she likes games too, and she's giving you a big
I
smile.
know she likes games, and I love games. God damn it!
2,500 is so much gold.
But also,
I pick her up by the scruff
2,000.
and I look her in the face and I go, Feta.
And he doesn't pick me up because I swoop out of his fucking hands to where he cannot touch me as I am debating
Contest
my
it.
choices.
Yeah, contest it.
What are we rolling?
Acrobatics to swoop out of his hands. Marcus, whatever you want to do. If it's acrobatics, you need to tell me an acrobatic way you're going to grab her, or if it's athletics, how you're going to. You're trying to restrain her.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
Yeah,
Doesn't
restraint
matter.
would be strength. Yeah, she just cartwheels right on out of your grasp.
Son of a bitch! One of these days that's gonna work.
No, it's not. So you're saying 2,000 if I can't persuade you that this bell is worth more.
Beta. I know something more about your friend. This is a
And what do
bad
you-
idea.
What could I get 3,000 if I can persuade you?
I like that.
Beta,
Nah,
do you trust me?
not at this moment. All I see is a possibility to get 3,000 gold.
I walk away.
Fuck. Can we take a potty break while I think about it?
Yeah. Take your time.
I need
Breathe.
a potty break.
I went to pray.
You went to pray.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. No? Okay.
I'm gonna persuade her into giving me 3,000.
Okay, well, here, let's go to my office. And she notions towards the office. Mr. Sudamir, you care to join us?
Sure. Oh, come on.
All right.
Oh.
She, sandwiching me already.
Oh my god.
So she'll shut the door and offer you guys to take a seat. And then she sits down behind her desk and places her elbows on her desk and leans forward on her hands. And she says, so, yes, please, go ahead and persuade me why you deserve more than 2,500 gold pieces for what you've brought here.
I think I know exactly what you're gonna do with this bell. You're gonna sell it as an artifact because you know where we got this bell. And you're gonna sell it for much, much more than 3,000 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I know
Think about
what we
all
went
this.
through. Oh, good.
No, go.
Yeah. Help her.
I was going to, but I won't let her finish.
And we went through a hell of a lot to get this bell. Ogres, orcs, all kinds of things. And I know that this is a sought after bell. All the rumors flying through, I know many, many people in this town and others have heard of the treasures that lie at the temple. And we acquired it for you.
Miss Fada, do you need a handicap? Do you see yourself as someone who needs one?
No, I don't need a handicap.
That's what I thought too.
Fuck. I'm tired of
Does that
being
mean I shouldn't chime in?
Yeah, she looks over at you and just kind of waves her finger like, no. I invited you here as witness, Mr. Sudamir.
Sit in the corner and smoke your cigarette quietly.
Plus the young lady. I feel that she feels that she's strong enough to handle this on her own.
And she's got it also. Take
All
a step
right.
back and kind of lean against the
Yeah.
wall.
So Fada, go ahead and you had her attention. Her eyebrows raised that you said you knew what she was gonna do.
I could roll.
All right. So yeah, you've said this to her, and she slowly leans back in her chair, kind of thinking on everything you've said. And would you like to see what she rolled?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll show you in a moment. As she leans back forward and she says, well, what I offer you is pound for pound what it's worth. So I will say, I'm not undercutting you, and you do know exactly what I'm going to do with it. You hit the nail, you hit something on the head with something. I'm really tired now. I haven't had my coffee yet. I do believe I heard Harbin Wester all the way from here saying how he also needed a cup of coffee. So
Can get a cup of coffee after our game.
So the way it works is, yeah, I could sell it as an artifact and get more, But how much do you think it costs to have this carted to the nearest city without bandits or brutes interrupting the passage? To hire men who won't just steal it out from under me? To set up the auction? To pay off everyone on the payroll at the site? What do I get in the long run? What's actually my cut? Something for you to consider. But you are right. And you could get a little more. So, yeah, how about I give you 3,000 gold pieces for that? And she had rolled 20.
Oh, shit.
Because 500 more GP for what I do plan on selling it for is fair. I could consider it a finder's fee. Why pay you just in the weight of the gold when you did in fact find something quite astonishing? Fun game.
With that, I'll tell her I will take 2,500 gold pieces for the bell. You can keep the 5. I just wanted to see if I could go head to head with you.
Oh, just wanted to see if you could win.
Mm-hmm. And it seems I did.
I don't think would she have done that for you if you lost?
No.
All right, very well then. She stands up. Oh, fun game. You looked a little nervous there, though, Fada.
I'd say you looked a little more nervous than I did.
Well, no need to be nervous around me. As you know, I don't bite too hard. And she opens up the door and looks at both of you and says, "So, let's get you your payment."
Oh, well, I actually have one more thing that I would have you look at. I have these chunks of gold that we picked up in the mountain's toe.
Oh, yeah. Let me see those.
Hand her over 10 chunks that I have in my bag.
She walks over to the scale, and as you guys exit her office, and uses a much smaller scale up at the clerk that you guys had originally encountered when you walked in, over at his desk. He steps back. "Oh, Miss Halia." She makes all of her workers moan.
Not just her workers.
Yeah, she weighs him out, and she hands him back to you and says, "Well, if you wish to sell these to us, we can do 10 gold pieces per ore."
Good to me.
Oh, nice.
Persuader.
Let's get you 100 gold pieces then. And she kind of notions to the clerk that at the desk that she had just borrowed, like to get on that. Yes, Miss Halia. He starts opening up the drawer and counting out some gold pieces for you. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, motherfucker's got hella gold to count. It's gonna take a while.
No, with the big stacks, that was just for his little gold trade. And then she's like, Miss Fada, over here. And she notions towards two of her guards. They aren't city guard. They're like definitely dressed differently and have pretty nice armor and weapons. They're both wearing plate, and they don't look like young, goofy guys that are living here in town, like they're from here at all. They kind of nod at her as she approaches, and they spin the wheel on the big vault lying in front of you guys, and both of them put a key on each side, unlock it, and start pulling the vault open. You guys see quite the bit of gold and platinum stored in here. Judging by just your eyes scanning over it, it's in the hundreds of thousands.
Oh, shit.
First time inside a vault, would you like to step in and bask in it?
I'll definitely take a step over.
Just
I'll step in, but perhaps you should tie me up or my hands behind my back to keep my fingers from
I would say watch your
wandering.
hands, but the gentlemen out front are instructed, they follow orders well, and even for my guests, let's just say I have had guests that try to, people that I like that have lost more than a hand. So do be careful, both of you, because I like both of you very much. And she walks in and just like lets you guys see everything she's got in here. It's more than just the gold and platinum. You see what look to be quite a few small artifacts and old scrolls in glass cases. And she grabs you guys 2,500 gold in platinum pieces.
Plus
250
platinum pieces, and she puts them in a. And they're pre-rolled in these 10 stacks and stuff, so it's easy for her to just grab a burlap sack and she just starts counting them out for you.
Gold ore?
No, that was the guy was paying Sudamir outside of this.
Okay.
I added that to my my stack that I'm gonna split.
Yep. She puts 2,500 in the burlap sack and hands it to you, Feda.
Thank you. It was a pleasure doing business with you as always, and I'll give her a little wink.
Oh, pleasure is all mine. Do bring me any more interesting things you find. You seem to bring quite the items here.
Oh, there will be plenty more, I assure you.
Definitely keep our eye out.
In the words
Whenever
of
I can get these little hands on.
Mr. Barthen himself, you are my favorite customer.
Oh, Sudamir, everybody's favorite customer.
So, yeah, she escorts you guys back out and nods to the guards who just close this big vault door and lock it up and spin the wheel.
Never seen so much gold in my life.
Well, the way you guys are handling things, you'll have your own vault soon.
I've seen about stacks of gold like that before.
Of that, is there a vault that we could trust our excess amount of gold to?
Oh, if things get a little too heavy for you, you mean?
Exactly.
Of course, you can keep your stuff stored here.
Okay. Awesome. Well, maybe we'll be back later to store some gold, because I don't think we need to be carrying that much around. Do you have any more business here, Veda?
I think I covered it.
I would like to go to Lion Shield, sell a little bit of things and check on some potions. Do you want to join me?
I think I need to take care of something first, and I'll meet you over there.
All right. Well, thank you, Alia. I hope we see each other again soon.
I do too. The way you guys are bringing me business, I wouldn't mind seeing you guys every day.
I'm sure you will see me again.
Then I'll start making my way towards Lion Shield.
And with that, I'll walk out and I'll kind of head, away. Also, over the table, why I did that is because I feel as if this isn't really a woman you want to barter with. And she seemed a little upset that she was swayed, and I don't want to piss her off. Because I feel like she's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Play it any way you feel right. Go get them.
Because she said all that, and I was like, this is not a woman that I want to swindle money out of. I'm going to not do that. And we had a fun game, even though, yes, she probably would have given me less gold because that's business. But I didn't want to be in the bad graces of a terrifying woman. So, but I am still super happy I beat her ass. Fuck yeah, dude. 25. Beautiful. I don't know if you meant for her to sound kind of pissy, Sai, but she sounded kind of pissy, and I was like, I'm scared.
No, you can insight like in moments like that, see if you're curious about something.
I just didn't want to take the risk of pissing off a very powerful woman.
So you walked over there outside of her place?
Just kind of off away from people.
Okay. She would come out and try to find you.
Okay. I didn't see that coming.
So can she see you just kind of taking a breath out there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hidden or anything. I'm just kind of away from everyone by myself.
Okay. So she would walk over and she would greet you as she walks up and she'd say, so, Fada.
How can I help you, Halia?
Here, do take this, because when I play games, I play seriously. And she hands you another burlap sack.
Oh. I
follow
just
the rules.
Take it from her, and you know, you really didn't have to do that. I was more just in it for the game.
Well, I do like a good game, but as cold as this may sound, had you lost, I would not have been as kind as you.
I only assumed you wouldn't have been, to be honest, but you do have a business to run, and I don't.
Well, that's also part of what makes these kind of games so exciting, when there is a risk.
Agree. That's the whole point of the game, isn't it? But just didn't want to put you in a rough position with your business.
Well, you are very interesting, Fada. Do get back to me after you've gone through the envelope.
Well, I came over here, I was a little too curious to wait.
Yes, and I do miss your natural hair color, Miss Lightstride. Please have a good day, and do contact me after you've read the letter. And she walks away.
And with that,
Wait,
I just
what?
have this look of pure shock and confusion on my face as I can't even believe what I have just heard. And a little anger as she kind of has walked away from me and does not explain why she said that to me. And I begin to pull out this letter, almost fumbling with it in my hands, kind of shaking as I'm a little nervous and scared to read this letter. And I would pull out the letter and take a very deep breath in, just trying to center myself before reading what it says.
All right, and then, oh, she's gonna read a letter! Next time on Dragon Ball Z, we will...
No, you son of a bitch! No! You don't get to do that to me!
You'll have to wait till next week. But as you walked away, Sudamir, if you or Marcus have anything to wrap up, you may.
Oh, but I don't get to wrap my thing up.
I just wanted to go into a lion shield and sell my old chain armor and see if Adabra had any time to make some potions.
Okay, yeah. So if you would come on in, ding, to the lion shield, Adabra, her face kind of lights up. Sudamir.
Hey, it's been a while.
Yes, I was kind of worried. We hadn't heard anything from people coming into town about your party. Nobody coming from the east had seen anyone along the Tribor.
Oh, I was hoping maybe Big Al would have informed you guys.
Oh yes, I mean he did, of course, but I was talking about. We hadn't seen you all for several days or heard anything.
See,
So when he came into town, it was a big relief. I was a little. She kind of blushes. I was a little worried when only JJ came back with him, as the three of you weren't with him. But I am happy you guys didn't take too long behind.
Yeah, we kind of got a little sidetracked. I appreciate your worry. Don't worry too much, though. We'll definitely be able to handle ourselves.
Well, what brings you in today? Are you here to see Lenine? And Lenine kind of like looks over at her and she's like shrugging, like kind of pointing at you like, no, it looks like he kind of walked in and was heading straight for you.
Well, to be honest, I was gonna see both of you guys. I was gonna see how things have been going since we've been gone.
I got a few potions made, only 2, but they're health potions. I don't know if you guys are in need of any.
Well,
Yeah.
we definitely always could use some health potions. How much do you need?
I hate to charge so much, especially with it being you and all. But 50 gold pieces per potion it's a little rough, not having my windmill or anything anymore, and I haven't made any money yet.
Oh, well, that's definitely understandable. I know it must be hard to get your ingredients also with all the goblins and orcs running around. No worries. You said 50 apiece?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take both of them.
All right.
That's 100. That's 10. 10 platinum, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'd hand over 10 platinum to her. Hopefully, this will help you expand a little further.
Yeah, Lenine walks over and takes 2 of them, like slides them over towards herself, and Adabra just kind of like laughs a little nervously, like, and she's like, "Thank you, Lenine," because you could tell it's more like she owes Lenine for having been staying here for a week.
Right. Let's see, paying the rent.
Yep.
And
she looks at you, Sudamir. I've been paying for her food, drink, room and board. I'm happy she's finally getting some sales.
Well, I'm glad you guys are helping each other out.
Yeah. Well, so anything I can help you out with, Sudamir?
Yeah, actually, as you can see, I found a new set of armor.
I see that. Caught my eye as soon as I heard the bell ring.
Yeah, it was quite a lucky find. Thankfully, Big Al was gracious enough to
you
allow
found
me to
it.
keep it. Well, yes, Big Al directed me to where it was at, but yeah, it was I guess his, or I'm not sure. I found a poster at the manor, or a picture. Someone wearing the armor. I don't think it was Big Al though. Maybe it was someone else's.
That's quite the find. I thought perhaps you went and bought it. I'm like, where'd these fellas get so much money? You guys were just the other day, sharpening some daggers and not wearing anything nearly like that. I didn't think you had the coin on you.
I know. I was just saving up to buy another set of armor from you, but couldn't afford it, so it was quite lucky.
Yeah, it looks like luck's on your side.
Well, with that being said, obviously I don't have a use for this. I was wondering if you'd be interested in purchasing it, and I would dig my old
oh yes, I would.
out.
I mean, if never mind. Lenine, you can go ahead. Lenine's just kind of like looking at Adabra like, oh, okay. You planning on going adventuring there, sweetheart? And just never mind.
Well, after seeing her interest in that, well, I know you don't have any now, but how about we make a trade? I'll give you my armor, and you can provide me with some potions later on.
If Lenine doesn't mind, I mean, I don't want to cut into her business. And Lenine just starts waving her hand. No, go ahead.
All right. So yeah, I'll hand over. Well, Hopefully that does you good in your coming battle.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, and she'll definitely hook you up with what she can to kind of pay off her debt for it.
Yeah, and don't worry about it. Take your time. I'm in no rush on it.
And for Marcus and Fada,
Fada's man.
When Marcus and Fada kind of hear about what happens in the future, I imagine that they're going to look up to the sky and daydream and imagine that Adabra Gwen, once they've locked up the shop for the night, goes into her room, and on the bed is a plate of armor that's stuffed with hay and has like a face drawn on it, and it has like long flowing hair made out of like cloth, and then she just like pets the hair, yeah, and she's like, "Oh, Sudamir, shh, you're too good to me," and just like talks to it all night.
Oh my god.
So yeah. Anyway, she'll take the armor off your hands and tell you, that she'll get back. She'll pay you off as soon as she can, within reason, and as she's still trying to get her foothold here in town.
Yep, no worries. Maybe we could do like, just one potion would be fine. Whenever you got time to make it.
I can do that. Just let me know if you need anything else.
Okay. Well, it was great seeing you ladies. I'll be back soon.
Lenine just gives you a nod. See you later, Sudamir. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
All right.
Should I pick up the fucking coin from the town master real quick?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Get through that.
Yeah.
Or do you want to
We have a
just wait
lot
for
of-
next week?
We can wait for that because I don't know who wants to go deal with him when we come back. Marcus,
That's
did you have
true, we
anything,
gotta-
or did you just run off and just like?
I went over to the
therapist?
Luck Shrine, of Tamora, and I just look at Sister Gorell and I go, "You know exactly what I'm dealing with," and then I just take a knee and just start thinking and praying and saying thanks for the luck of finding the bell, and more importantly, the luck of coming back safely. And I would make a donation of, we'll split the money up at some point. I plan to just, I guess, over the table, I plan to take a percentage of whatever I make and contribute it to the church.
All right,
We're
awesome.
technically making 275 gold for the quest, right? Because it was 100 for one, and then it was supposed to be 150 for the other, but I persuaded him for 175 for the other, correct?
So, yeah, that should have been 275.
Okay, I made it a note.
So yeah, she kind of just sees what you're going through, and she drops to her knees next to you and kind of joins you in meditation. And she just says kind of quietly, while she's just keeping her eyes closed, looking ahead, she just says out loud to no one in particular, but you, because you're the only one that can hear her. She says, "It's admittedly a little funny that to see you in such a state. It reminds me of looking in a mirror just but a few years ago."
Well, I doubt that.
Oh,
When
you
you look
wouldn't
in the
believe
mirror-
some of the things I've gone through.
No. When you look in a mirror, you see a beautiful woman. That's not what I see when I look in the mirror.
Oh, just hush and keep praying.
Yes, sister.
And with that, we will end our session.
He over the table was like, "What?"
Yeah, that was
Oh,
great.
yeah, no, I was like, oh, this shit just got fucking complicated.
Oh, dude, I got out of my fucking chair. I got out of my goddamn chair because I wasn't expecting it. I bowed down to you, fucking game master. Thank you. You fucking caught me off guard as much as
fuck.
Fada was caught off guard.